fires the ball down the middle. Jason Swain.
It's time to kick off 3 hours of fair and honest discussions that go beyond the headlines of today's sports news.
And for a Tennessee touchdown.
From the Budweiser studios of 99.1 The Sports Animal, here are a couple of guys with over 30 years of combined knowledge of Tennessee sports. Here's Josh and Swain.
Good Tuesday afternoon. Welcome in to Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We're very excited to be with you for the next 3 hours. We have a lot to cover on today's show. We'll talk all Kyle Filipowski. Swain, how's that sound?
No, thank you.
I'm tripping.
No, thank you, man. No, thank you.
Did you enjoy that part of the show yesterday?
No, I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it. I mean, I love that people got opinions.
Yeah, me too.
Share those opinions and don't always have to agree.
It's totally right.
You respect other people's opinion. I'm telling you, man, the comment about TikTok and getting validation from that social media site.
Highlight of the show yesterday.
That was something for sure.
Yep.
That was something. But I've always said I thought basketball players were a little bit softer than football players. I'm not saying that a basketball player can't be tough, but when it comes to like toughness level, football players are always tougher than basketball players. So, yeah, like when I saw that incident happen, I was like, come on, man, I ain't really? Like, I remember having teammates that pushed off surgery a couple weeks to play in an entire football game versus Florida.
Yeah, Justin Harrell played with a torn bicep.
Torn bicep. Like, I've seen guys like Aaron Sears play with a high ankle sprain, play with basically 4 toes during the football season, and then have surgery right afterwards. So, like, the level of toughness when it comes to football players, it's higher. Not saying basketball players can't be tough, or you don't have really tough basketball players individually, but when you compare the two, it's just really not a comparison.
I bit my lip a few days ago, powered through the show yesterday. Felt like I had to give my all for you, for the listeners, for everybody with the sports animals.
Hey,
So I see exactly what you.
That's the level of toughness
right
that we
That's what
need
you're talking
here.
about.
That's what we need here, Josh. There you go, my man.
We'll talk Tennessee today. We'll talk to Ron Slay in less than an hour. Never question the toughness of Ron Slay. From 1 until 2 o'clock, we'll talk to him about Tennessee's game tomorrow night against Auburn, this week against Auburn and Alabama, and the final 2 weeks of the regular season. If you look at bracketology updates, Joe Lunardi has Purdue, UConn, Houston, and Arizona as the 4 number 1 seeds. And it looks like Arizona, the team that Tennessee is trying to chase for the 4th 1 seed. The other 2 seeds right now, Kansas, Marquette, and North Carolina. North Carolina tried to give away the game last night.
Yeah,
they kept missing free throws at the end of the game against Miami.
4 in a row.
Yep. But they were able to get out of there with a win. But Tennessee right now will just focus on what it's trying to do, winning an SEC regular season title. And if Tennessee's able to win a regular season title, the Vols will be in a position to make a case for the 4th 1 seed.
Arizona's last 4 games, their game tomorrow is versus Arizona State. Arizona State is 14-14 currently. Then they play Oregon on the 2nd. Oregon is 18-9. 10-6 in the conference. Then they play UCLA. I got a chance to watch UCLA and USC. UCLA not good. They are 14-13, 2 games above 500 in the conference at 9-7, and then Arizona's season finale is against USC. Now USC got some guys that's going to play the next level. They are even worse, 11-16. 6 games under 500 in the conference, and Boogie Ellis, the Memphis transfer, is a problem. You have Isaiah Collier, who's an NBA player. That is a problem. So that's going to be a tough test for Arizona. But period, Arizona's last 4 games, Rudy Poo compared to Tennessee's last 4 games, which, hey, gives Tennessee an opportunity to get some quality wins and pass Arizona.
Yeah, you can look at that as, oh, man, Arizona's going to win out, which they probably will. But they're not going to win out against anybody that matters, and the committee cares about who you're playing. So Tennessee, again, will focus on what it's trying to do. I think if the Vols are 3-1 in these final 4 games, they have a really good case. 4-0, as you mentioned yesterday, you got to put them at the top of the rankings if they can win these final 4 games. And if Tennessee can go 4-0, that's a tremendously tall task. But if that were to happen, I don't know how they're not a number 1 seed. But 3-1, I think, gives Tennessee a real shot. 2-2. Probably not. I don't think they would be in the running for a 1 seed at that point. They'd be locked in as a 2. But as long as Tennessee doesn't fall on its face, that's the worst case we're talking about, is Tennessee being a 2 seed in a pretty favorable spot for the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on board, man. I'm on board with Tennessee, either being a 1 seed or 2 seed. What matters to me is that Tennessee is matched up against a team that favors the Vols. That's what it's about for me. That's all I care about, my friend. You okay over there? You surprised that I have that take?
You ready to ride?
I'm ready to ride, man.
Okay.
I'm ready to ride. It's crunch time. March Madness is around the corner. I feel like we get a little bit of early appetizer with the games coming up for Tennessee, the next 4 games. They're going to have a March Madness feel to it.
Yep. Tomorrow night's going to be awesome at home. Tennessee against Auburn. Bruce Pearl back in town. Huge game in the SEC. It's going to be an incredible atmosphere. 2 home games to go. Both will be that. Senior day. Don't just write off the Kentucky game because Tennessee went up to Rupp and put up 100+. Kentucky plays Mississippi State tonight. They're going to be on the road. Kentucky's in not desperation mode, but they know, hey, it's go time. If we don't get it done here, then this whole season's a disappointment. That program understands what this time of year is about. So the next 2 home games are going to be fun, and Tennessee against Auburn tomorrow night, I think it's going to be kind of wild.
Man. 2 teams, a lot of depth. 2 teams with some major transfers that have impacted the team in a huge way. You got 2 really, really good coaches. There's obviously the Bruce Pearl Tennessee tie. I mean, Bruce Pearl's he's been up there almost a decade, or been down there almost a decade. So it's not really not fresh anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Rick's been at Tennessee longer than Bruce was here, and Bruce has been at Auburn longer than he was in Knoxville.
Yeah.
And they're 2 of the best coaches in college basketball, and they've been established as that for quite a while. Rick Barnes longer, of course, with what he has done over the course of his career now at 800 wins and counting. But this is a big-time matchup with 2 of the top teams in the SEC, 2 projected 4-seed or better teams in the NCAA tournament, and 2 teams that are going for an SEC championship, and programs that in their history they've had some down moments. Right now, their fan bases are both locked in with what's going on. You go to an Auburn game, and that's credit to Bruce Pearl. Good luck to you. Tennessee gets the advantage in this matchup of they're only playing once and they're playing in Knoxville.
Yeah, Tennessee's a different team at home. There's no doubt about it. And you're playing on your own floor with your rims that you're comfortable with your fans having your back. I want to know, are we going to wear the cream Vols scripted jersey? We haven't seen that a lot this year. I'm a little disappointed. We haven't seen it a lot. Maybe we see it more in the tournament. Maybe we see it in the season finale versus Kentucky. But I feel like at this point in the season, we saw it several times, more times than at this point this year.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a beautiful look.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Tomorrow night would be great.
It will be great.
You've got some pull.
I do not have any
Send
pull.
a text or 2.
Not when it comes to that category. I don't have any pull there.
Oh, I think you should.
No. I don't know who makes the decisions.
I know you're busy. You have Josh and Swain. You have the Swain event. You have all the meetings with the VFL board, and it's been an active time here over the last few weeks for the board. But I think that you should be a part of the uniform committee across several sports. Football for sure. Basketball. I think you should have a little bit of say in baseball.
Baseball got it covered.
You've got a pretty good idea there.
They got several, uniform combinations. Basketball needs it the most.
Yeah, baseball is easier. You play so many games, you can work stuff in pretty easily.
Yeah, basketball needs it though because they a little dry, a little dry. And I like football that has rich tradition. Lady Vol basketball, rich tradition. There's really no reason why the men's basketball team don't have more uniform combinations, more options. We're new to this whole winning and being good in basketball. When you look at the program's history,
Yeah.
so you can't use we just don't do that. No, we need to change it up a little bit. But understand who the head coach is.
Yeah.
Old school, Rick Barnes. I get it. But still, script, cream, jerseys are my favorite.
Matt wants a black and orange basketball uniform.
I think it'll be sweet. I
like the black with the is it described as block lettering for baseball? The VOLS?
Yep.
I like that look a lot.
Yep.
Would it be similar maybe with basketball? I like the gray with basketball, but black
This time.
Okay.
It's time to do a little something different. We won't see it this year because I think I asked one of the players, and they were like, we only got 3. We only got 3 combinations, 2 home and 1 away.
09 football game, they put something together quick.
No. We learned a good, valuable lesson from that experience, Josh. Do not put things together real quick.
Who was the team? Was it in Alabama? But last week they forgot their game uniform, so they had to wear the practice uniforms in the game.
I want to say that was Alabama State. I want to say.
Might be right.
I want to say did that. I sent you the
Alabama State.
The state, yeah, black and gold.
Yep. By the way, with seeding, we were asked. My guess is that no, this wouldn't make the difference. But what if Tennessee goes 2-2 and wins the SEC tournament? I don't think that would matter.
The tournament doesn't matter
for the NCAA tournament seeding in terms of the 1 versus 2 matchup.
Yeah, the committee already proved to us over multiple years that what you do in the tournament, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't matter that much. Tennessee did not improve their seeding when they won the tournament a couple years ago, like many people expected for them to do. Didn't happen. The committee pretty much has it all laid out, and Selection Sunday is only a few hours after the last conference championship game. So you have to take care of your business in the regular season. It's just that simple.
That starts tomorrow night when Tennessee will host Auburn the next 4 games to close out the regular season. Auburn, at Alabama, at South Carolina, and back home for the final game against Kentucky. We'll come back and invite you to be a part of the show. Thank you for the messages so far. You can join us at 865-656-9900. More Hoops Talk, plenty with Ron Slay when he joins us at 1 o'clock. Tennessee's SEC football championship odds. We have those for you, and we'll continue on Josh and Swain.
The Sports Animal Stream now has streaming-only giveaways. Listen daily to The Sports Animal Stream for keywords to text in for a chance to win.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about SlamDot, a locally owned and operated company. If you go to the website, you can type in slamdot.com/Josh. That's a great way to get started. You'll get 20% off a website package in your first 3 months of marketing. You can learn more about the company, learn more about the services that they offer, including designing a website for you, search engine optimization, local ads that can be targeted so that when somebody is searching for the product or service that you offer, they're more likely to find you. Social media, email newsletter marketing, they can handle it all for you. They can help you with website hosting at SlamDot. And you can also see other people and their testimonials for the work that SlamDot has done for them, how SlamDot has helped them grow their business. Get in touch with SlamDot. Tell them I sent you when you call 865-238-5600, and you'll get 20% off a website package and your first 3 months of marketing. Again, call 865-238-5600 or go online to slamdot.com/Josh.
This has been a paid announcement.
It's time to transform your old, outdated kitchen into the dream space you and your family want. Kitchen Sales can make those dreams a reality. Kitchen Sales carries the largest selection of fine kitchen and bathroom cabinetry that ranges from a more affordable line all the way up to a fully custom line. See the selection for yourself at one of their 2 amazing showrooms, Hoyt Avenue, just off Cherry Street, and in the Town and Country Circle near Best Buy. For more information, go to kitchensales.net.
Kitchen sales, cabinets and countertops. We are the place to shop. Come on down.
Hey, Vol Nation, get a clean start to the new year with a free car wash at Zips Car Wash. Just download the new Zips Car Wash app and unlock a world of sparkling convenience. Earn rewards, score exclusive savings, and manage your memberships, all in the palm of your hand. Plus, get your first car wash free after you create an app account. Visit the App Store or Google Play from your mobile device and search Zips Car Wash and start earning wash rewards and app-only deals today. Zips Car Wash, proud sponsor of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Minimum purchase required. Interest accrues from date of purchase but is waived if paid within promotional period. Go to windowappointmentnow.com for full offer details.
Attention all homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? Fog between the glass? Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's definitely time to replace. If you've put off replacing windows in your home because it's too expensive, here's great news. You can now get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Anderson. And right now, you could buy one window or door and get one 40% off. Just text OLD to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or patio doors for $0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a year. That's right, you don't pay a dime for an entire year. Plus, buy one window or door and get one 40% off. And right now, save an extra $200 off your entire purchase. Text OLD to 200-300 right now. Text OLD to 200-300. Don't wait. Text the word OLD to 200-300. Text OLD to 200-300.
Join John and Vince this Friday morning at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge Nissan and save thousands. This Friday morning from 6 till 9 at Oak Ridge Nissan with John and Vince in 99.1 The Sports Animal. Join the Sports Animal with Josh and Swain this Wednesday as they broadcast live from NAI Cola RM Moore from noon to 3. Brought to you by Axiom Wealth, world-class solutions with tangible results, offering a tailored approach to financial security for every season of life.
Hey, this is Chef David Rule. Looking for a barbecue experience like no other? Head on down to Trotter's Barbecue in the heart of historic downtown Sevierville. At Trotter's, we're all about the whole hog. We're talking about slow smoke perfection that's packed with flavor. It's authentic Smoky Mountain barbecue made with locally raised hogs. Open 7 days a week from 11 to 8 in historic downtown Sevierville. Check us out at trottersbbq.com to see our mouth-watering menu. Catering at to-go packs available. Trotter's Whole Hog Barbecue. A taste of the Smoky Mountains in every bite.
All fact, no fluff. Honest, credible sports information from 2 guys that know the facts. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Thanks for being with us on Josh and Swain. 865-656-9900 to join us. You can watch the show. Stop by and subscribe. The Sports Animal YouTube channel. You can find us on social media as well, at Josh and Swain. One other note from rankings and the seeding conversation. Austin texted us as you were going through Arizona's gauntlet of a Final Four schedule.
Man, it's like a Clemson football schedule.
That's who Tennessee is chasing for a number 1 seed. Austin said, don't discredit Arizona State. According to one AP voter, that's 9th-ranked Arizona State. I didn't realize that. That's another reason that I ride with Mr. Pomeroy, because his rankings have Arizona State as the 116th best team
Who
in the
has
country.
Arizona State ranked what? 9th?
I don't know. That might be in the let's see. Brett Bloomquist of the El Paso Times ranked Arizona State number 9 in this week's poll. The Sun Devils are 14-14 on the season and rank 116th in KenPom. And that's not a mistake where he accidentally submitted Arizona State instead of Arizona. He has Arizona number 6. So he put Arizona State. This is why you have to be careful with polls. My opinion on polls is Celebrate them if they are in a position worth celebrating. Ignore them otherwise because they have issues like this. Somebody ranking a non-top 100 team inside the top 10.
So this guy went to school for journalism, accumulated all this debt, worked his tail off to do that.
It would appear.
He should be put downtown and tarred and feathered for that. That's silly, man.
He's making us media look bad.
Yeah, man. He making you look real bad. I'm new media. I don't have a vote. You used to have a vote, didn't you?
I've never had a vote.
Oh, well.
I've never had a vote, which is probably good for everybody. So you have that.
Are you even media? If you never had a vote.
Many would argue I shouldn't be either way, vote or non-vote. So there is that. Appreciate Austin with the text. I was unaware of that. A voter putting Arizona State top 10 at 14-14 on the season. We have odds, Jason Swain.
Bring it on.
We have odds for the SEC football championship in 2024. Grant Ramey writing about that today for VolQuest, looking at the odds from Bet Online. The favorite to win the SEC, would you like to take a wild guess? This is football for 2024.
Probably Georgia.
It is Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Team from the division formerly known as the SEC East. Georgia with 2-1 odds to win the SEC. Texas, new member of the league, has the second best odds. The third best odds go to Lane Kiffin's Ole Miss Rebels. And then Tennessee is tied for the fourth best odds to win the SEC championship at 9-1. Tennessee is tied with Alabama. That means Tennessee has better odds to win the SEC, according to Bet Online, than LSU, than Missouri, which just went 10-2 and will be a popular team to talk about with the playoff this upcoming year. Texas A&M is then at 22-1. So Tennessee and Alabama tied for the fourth best odds to win the SEC championship, which would give that team an automatic bye in the first round of the playoff.
Alabama, how does it feel to be on down here with us? For so long, you were looking down at us. Come on down here. We can look eye to eye with each other. I love it.
Maybe it's one of those things, Tennessee will hope at least, that you go on a hike and you're on your way up and you see somebody, they're passing you on the way back down. That's what Tennessee is probably hoping here, right? That Alabama's just it's sliding on back while Tennessee is on the ascent to the top.
It's like when you are traveling one way on the highway and you've passed really bad traffic in the opposite direction. Like you see it for about a half a mile, it stands still. And then you pass that congestion, and then you see about a half mile past that congestion, you see a bunch of cars still riding fast. They have no idea they're about to hit traffic. And you say to yourself, oh, man, you're in it. You about to be in for some trouble. You about to hit some traffic. That's like watching Bama. On your way one direction, you see Bama coming a different direction. You let them know they are in for a world of trouble. It's on the way. You about to hit some traffic, Alabama. About to be at a standstill.
The rankings, by the way, with Tennessee, as Grant also noted, have had Tennessee anywhere from number 11. That was the highest ranking, so I think your favorite publication with the ranking right now would be Athlon.
I love Athlon, man.
Number 11.
They're the best publication.
Yep. Braden Gall, a part of that conversation,
I love
believe.
Braden Gall.
Yep. 440 Sports has also put Tennessee at number 11.
He's the best.
Sporting News had the Vols at number 14. On3 had Tennessee at number 15. ESPN, the Action Network, and Pro Football Focus all ranked the Vols at number 17.
Clear biased.
That's right.
They clearly hate Tennessee.
That's what it is. So, Bet Online giving Tennessee the fourth best odds. That's pretty good. That's playoff contention for sure.
Yeah.
With the SEC, fourth best odds to win the conference.
Yeah, and you don't play Ole Miss.
Don't play Ole Miss.
Probably right now.
Don't play Texas.
Have a
We'll play Alabama at home.
Yeah, I mean, Ole Miss probably has a better roster than you, so you don't have to play Ole Miss. Who cares if they have better odds of making it to the college football playoff, or winning the SEC? You still have a favorable schedule. You play Oklahoma team that's entering the league for the first time that will be playing a first-time starting quarterback. Don't think they have the roster to withstand the SEC. Texas obviously has the roster, but you don't play Texas. But you do play Georgia, and you play that team, Alabama, that same odds as you.
Yeah, Oklahoma is tied for the 9th best odds to win the conference. So the teams on Tennessee's schedule, Vanderbilt the worst odds, Mississippi State the 2nd worst odds, Arkansas the 3rd worst odds.
When have you seen
Florida the 4th worst odds. So the bottom 4 teams in terms of SEC title odds, all on Tennessee's schedule.
When have you seen an Oklahoma fan be excited about the move to the SEC? I've yet to see one. Like, I see Texas fans like, "Ooh, yeah, goody, yeah." But, like, Oklahoma, I don't see that enthusiasm.
No, I sense Oklahoma with the mindset of, okay, let's go kind of put our toes in. Let's get a feel for the water here before we decide how to act.
Why are we here? Why? Why are we here? What's the point of this? That's how I view Oklahoma right now. I guess it's about money. I hope it's worth it. I hope. Texas is like, I wish somebody would try to recruit against us.
Yeah, man, they were yapping. That's a new or a word that's been used here recently. Texas was yapping after that win against Alabama, which you would think they would because, hey, that's a big win. But I think because they knew, hey, we're coming to the SEC. Watch this. And we'll see how it plays out for them. But Texas is a lot more talkative than Oklahoma. Yeah. I think you're right.
Texas like, I wish y'all would throw the horns down. Like, I wish. We getting all the transfers. We come up in here. We're going to show you. We just came from the college football playoff. We wish you would. Oklahoma, they're like, we hope we can survive. Hope we make a good bowl game. They're about to learn here real soon.
Also, you know the first 5 games for Texas, there's only one SEC team, and it's Mississippi State in Austin.
Oh, man.
So they get to...
Poor Levy.
They get this... Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Poor Jeff Levy.
Week 2, Texas goes to Ann Arbor. They're going to play Sherrone Moore's Michigan Wolverines. So they're playing Michigan non-conference. Colorado State, UTSA, UT Monroe, Mississippi State, off week, and then Oklahoma. Then after that, starts to get real. They get Georgia after playing Oklahoma. We'll be in Austin.
Oh, yeah.
But you bring up an interesting point with Tennessee's schedule.
Well, thanks, Josh.
And the SEC title odds.
Okay. I do.
We'll hit on that when we come back. 865-656-9900 if you'd like to join us along the way, right here on Josh and Swain.
Caller 5 right now to 656 wins. Qualifies in the Chill It and Grill It contest. You could win an awesome outdoor grill, a Yeti cooler, and a $100 gift card from Coors Light and 99.1 The Sports Animal. Caller 5 right now. The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on The Sports Animal.
7th-ranked Tennessee baseball takes a 6-game win streak up against High Point University at Lindsey Nelson Stadium this afternoon. The Vols are coming off a 3-game weekend sweep of the University of Albany. First pitch today is at 4:30. Men's college hoops tonight at 7 o'clock. Top-ranked Houston welcomes Cincinnati. Number 16 Kentucky visits Mississippi State. Number 21 Dayton hosts Davidson. Number 7 Kansas faces BYU at 8. A couple of other games in the SEC. LSU welcomes Georgia at 7. Vanderbilt visits Arkansas at 9. In the NBA tonight at 7 o'clock, the Cavaliers host the Mavericks. The Magic meet the Nets. Wizards welcome the Warriors. At 7:30, the Hawks host the Jazz. The Celtics meet the Sixers. Knicks take on the Pelicans. At 8 o'clock, the Timberwolves host the Spurs. The Bucks host the Hornets. The Bulls face the Pistons. At 10 o'clock, the Thunder take on the Rockets. The Heat visit the Trailblazers. And the Nashville Predators are back at home against the Ottawa Senators. Nashville just swept a 5-game road trip to get back into the Western Conference wildcard race. Puck drop is at 8 o'clock. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hey, it's Swain, and when it's time to make some upgrades to your home, find the perfect match. You can do that with Hiller. Get a free UV light when you purchase select new HVAC systems. Get free whole home surge protection when you buy a new whole home generator, or get 50% off a descaler when you buy a new tankless water heater. You'll never be more in love with your home than right now when you upgrade with Hiller. Find your perfect match online at happyhiller.com.
This has been a paid announcement. Hound Dogs, Knoxville's oldest privately owned UT fan shop, is your one-stop shop for any Big Orange fan. Hound Dogs has all your Vol swag from head to toe, from the backyard to the man cave. New stock items come in every day, and items for your little Vol fans. Hound Dogs is located on Cedar Bluff at Kingston Pike or online at hdknoxville.com. Join their VIP club and get info on exclusive specials and events. Get your orange on at Hound Dogs.
East Tennessee, born and raised. There's a law firm in town that understands our area and how to help you best when you're in need. At the McKeon Law Group, Jed McKeon and his team specialize in all aspects of how to best guide you in times when you need it the most. Whether you're going through a divorce, injury, child custody, or criminal battles, their team is a family that will do its best to help your family. Call 294-8008 for the McKeon Law Group. East Tennessee, born, raised, and ready to help you, no matter what your case.
If you're looking to grow your business and generate more customers, connect with SlamDot. SlamDot helps companies grow with effective website design and digital marketing, including SEO, Google Ads, and social media advertising. SlamDot is locally owned and operated. They have been in business for 18 years, helping businesses grow. SlamDot can help you with their in-house team. Get in touch and receive a free consultation. Go to the website, slamdot.com/Josh.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman, and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy, and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well-tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today, or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store. Well, we'll even tuck you in.
Join Tyler and Will this Friday afternoon at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge and save thousands. This Friday afternoon, starting at 3 at Oak Ridge Nissan with Tyler and Will in 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Johnson, our CFO needs some info for the IPO ASAP.
No problem, boss. Just search the web. Cumulus Digital has helped our SEO big time.
Speak English, Johnson.
Search engine optimization.
SEO, huh? That's A-OK.
Cumulus Digital.
This report is sponsored by Tire Rack. Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
Scattered to spotty showers continue on and off throughout the day today. It's still mild, highs near 71 degrees, a little bit drier this afternoon. We're going to hang on to the clouds, and we're going to hang on to those gusty winds. We got gusts up to about 35 miles per hour, only dropping to 64 overnight. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Paige Noel.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Some law firms specialize in one thing, but there's one here in East Tennessee that specializes in them all. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. You're listening to Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster. Hello to everybody in the Tri-Cities area tuning in wherever you are tuning into the show. We appreciate you being with us. Last segment, we discussed the Bet Online odds for the SEC Football Championship this upcoming season. It's now a 16-team conference to talk about, trying to go for an SEC title. No division, so the SEC title game will be the top 2 teams overall in the conference. And I'll repeat what I mentioned last segment. Swain bringing up a good point. The teams that Tennessee does not play on the schedule. Georgia has the best odds to win the SEC title. No surprise. Texas has the second best odds to win the title. I don't think that's much of a surprise considering the talent coming back, including at quarterback, and Texas just played in the college football playoff. Tennessee has the fourth best odds to win the SEC championship, tied with Alabama. The other team in front of Tennessee from an odds standpoint, Ole Miss. Swain, if you look at Tennessee's schedule, with you mentioning who Tennessee doesn't play, well, okay, but they play an 8-game schedule, so who's there? The bottom 4 teams in terms of odds to win the SEC title, that being Florida, Arkansas, Mississippi State, and Vanderbilt, and then Kentucky. So the bottom 4 and 5 of the bottom 6.
What's the bottom 6?
The other one is South Carolina. South Carolina is not on the schedule this season. And then Oklahoma, which is tied with Auburn for the 9th best odds. So if you split the conference into 2, the top 8 in terms of odds to win the SEC title and the bottom 8, Tennessee being one of the top 8, the Vols only play 2 other teams in the top 8. They play Georgia on the road and Bama at home.
Yeah, split.
Yeah. In terms of home, away, advantage, disadvantage, they get the bottom 4 teams in terms of odds. Then Kentucky, which I don't think Tennessee's too concerned about, and Oklahoma, which is a quality opponent. But, hey, you're in the SEC, you got to play some quality teams. It doesn't get much more favorable than that.
Yeah, anything more favorable would be easy like Missouri's schedule.
Missouri, based on overall record of the 8 opponents, is the only one that has a more favorable draw than Tennessee. Among the top 8 teams from BetOnline's odds to win the SEC championship, Tennessee plays 2 teams, Georgia and Bama. Georgia will play 4 of the top 8, Tennessee being one of them. Bama will play 4, Tennessee being one of them. Ole Miss also plays only 2 teams of the top 8. So Ole Miss's draw is pretty good in terms of the top-level competition. Ole Miss will play LSU in Baton Rouge, and LSU will host Georgia.
And this is the perfect time with divisions going away, because if Georgia's playing tough teams, Texas is playing tough teams, Ole Miss is playing tough teams, yes, we play Alabama and Georgia every single year. And you're gonna get Oklahoma, but again, they're entering the league for the first time with a brand new quarterback. But because of the divisions going away, man, you have an opportunity to be 1 or 2, maybe by default, because everybody else is kind of beating up each other with your record at the end of the season being right there. So this is the perfect year, I think, for Tennessee to not have those divisions to really worry about, because you can have a great season as long as you are a game behind Georgia, or in the West, a game behind Alabama or LSU, you're still not playing for a title. Simple as that. You're not playing for conference title. Here, you have the opportunity without having to beat a team head-to-head to get there.
This is not to say Tennessee's schedule is easy. Nobody's saying that.
No. It's never easy in this conference.
But manageable, and there are some advantages you can find in it. Also non-conference. NC State is not a game to write off like Virginia was a year ago. Tennessee will go to Charlotte week 2, and will have a very good chance to beat NC State. That's probably a top 25 team going into the season, but I think Tennessee will probably be ranked ahead of NC State.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they just get a transfer in, a pretty good player? Dave Doeren runs a good program. They're not going to threaten for a title. They're not going to scare you. But if you don't take them serious, they can beat you. I mean, they did have a quarterback transfer out. I think they have brought in someone else too. But
yeah, Coastal Carolina's quarterback is coming.
Grayson McCall, that's right. So we'll play him and his mullet coming up here in a couple months.
So do you feel more optimistic looking at these odds, looking at the schedule for Tennessee, about the Vols' hope to be in play for an SEC championship?
No, I need to see the roster this spring.
Okay. I tried.
You had me going. Mm-hmm. Still need to see the secondary. Still need to see the running backs. Still need to see the offensive line. Still need to see wide receivers. I need to see them. I need to put my eyes on them. And, of course, there are some games along the schedule that we need to make sure we win and play well in before we go there. But it's definitely favorable, the schedule for Tennessee. to do some special things.
Well, I'm going to have to ask you to hurry up because we're almost to March, Swain.
We haven't started the first day of spring football yet.
No, but that's going to happen in a few weeks.
Oh, okay. I have an update for you. I'll come back and go, man, dude, the first day of practice, now I really believe that Tennessee should have the third best odds to win the SEC, not the fourth best odds.
Okay, by the end of spring practice, we will put out our Josh and Swain odds for the 2024 SEC football title race.
Yeah, let's do that.
We are only 6 months and 3 days away from Tennessee kicking off the season.
Josh, that's a long time, man.
It'll go by before you know it. Missouri's schedule, you'd like to have that? Maybe Ole Miss.
I love Missouri's schedule.
Tennessee wouldn't trade its schedule for more than a couple of team schedules, I'd say, in the league. Ole Miss has a pretty good draw here. Here's the schedule for Ole Miss. Furman, Middle Tennessee, Wake Forest, and Georgia Southern. That's weeks 1 through 4. Kentucky at home. Here's the trap game. The next week, South Carolina will host Ole Miss. Ole Miss has to go to South Carolina before going to Baton Rouge.
South Carolina?
That's why it's a trap game. Because they're not good enough to be a big game, but it's right before Ole Miss will go to Baton Rouge. All Ole Miss is going to be talking about, hey, we're 5-0, we're ranked in the top 5 or 6. Next week we're going to go play LSU. So South Carolina, LSU, off week, Oklahoma at home, Arkansas, Georgia at home, off week, go to Florida, and then the Egg Bowl.
South Carolina? Shane Beamer is trying to get rappers from the 2000s to help him recruit. That's how bad he's struggling right now.
I missed that one. Which?
Plies.
Okay.
You see that? You didn't see that?
I didn't.
He trying to get, Plies to help him out with recruiting and injecting energy inside of his program. You lost Spencer Rattler, one of the most talented quarterbacks in this year's draft. You couldn't win with him. What are you going to do without him? You had all these really good players that transferred out. Receiver, you lost him to Texas. Running back, you lost him to USC. What they supposed to do?
Swain?
What? Okay. Oh, my bad. You went out, you hired a head coach and Sean Elliott. He's going to coach your tight ends up, man. He's going to have the tight ends looking like Travis Kelce out here. Stop it, Josh.
You're going to make me put on my professional hat.
Listen,
You're going to make me ask the question.
I'm saying this, and we don't even play South Carolina, so I'm not worried about bulletin board material. I just know what they've lost. And Ole Miss better mop the floor with South Carolina. It's not a trap game.
All right, I'm just going to ask the question.
What?
Yeah, you're right. When have we seen a team with playoff hopes go to Columbia, South Carolina, and come up short?
I don't recall. I do not recall.
I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to ask the question.
Oh, yeah, Tennessee did in 22.
That's right.
Who had Spencer Rattler? Who else they have on that team?
I get it.
Who else they have on that team, Josh? Who was the receiver on that team? Got a couple of good receivers on that team, right?
Yeah, they had some guys with some juice. That's right.
Juice Wells is on that team. Is he on that team now?
I don't think so.
No, he's not. You know where he is? Exactly.
Is he going to play in that game? I don't know.
What week would that be?
About halfway through. Week 6.
Yeah, he's probably shut down around week 8. But week 6, yes.
Plies. We'll come back. 865-656-9900 to join us. So, Swain's dampening the hopes of Tennessee's SEC title odds.
No.
My takeaway from the segment. We'll come back. Ron Slay at 1 o'clock. We're loaded up between now and 3 o'clock on Josh and Swain.
Is there anything more fun than streaming 99.1 The Sports Animal?
Better answer that very carefully.
I'll take that as an answer of at least one thing.
Creating one-of-a-kind gifts is easier and more affordable than you think at TK Wheeler Jewelers. Hey, this is Heather. Of course you can find great deals any day of the week you walk through the doors at TK Wheeler Jewelers. He's located right there on South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge next to the Outback Steakhouse. But what you might not know, that same store is the place to take your old, broken, unwearable pieces of jewelry and make them new again. TK is a master when it comes to restoring old jewelry and creating one-of-a-kind, unique gifts from straight out of your imagination and his. TK is peerless when it comes to crafting and restoring jewelry. Maybe you have something special in your jewelry box. It's from a relative or maybe even a past someone special. You can't quite wear it right now in its current form, but TK Wheeler can refashion that piece of jewelry into something that you can be proud to wear time and time again. Whether you are stopping in to shop or sitting down for a one-of-a-kind consultation, make sure you take care of all your jewelry needs where I do. TK Wheeler Jewelers.
This has been a paid announcement.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
This is John Wilkerson, and I'm with Whitney, co-owner of Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, voted one of Knoxville's best heating and cooling companies 7 years in a row. What's new with Pipe Wrench, Whitney?
Well, John, Pipe Wrench proudly installs and services York-branded heating and cooling systems, along with other major HVAC brands you know and trust.
In addition to installing and servicing York heating and cooling units, Whitney, how else can Pipe Wrench help folks stay warm?
Great question, John. Pipe Wrench offers maintenance and repairs on all major brands, free second opinions on repairs and replacements, and we offer free on-site estimates for replacements. We offer 0% financing on new units with approved credit and with our 10-year warranty on parts and labor. Homeowners won't have to worry about spending a cent on unexpected repairs for years to come.
Call Pipe Wrench today, 865-264-8090, or book online at pipewrench.com. Same-day service guaranteed, or the visit is free.
When you're preparing for your presentation, what you say matters. Your delivery matters. The quality matters. Your image matters. So trust Image Matters, Knoxville's most respected office technology dealer, to create the image you want. Image Matters is locally owned and operated, offering total document output solutions to fit both your needs and budget. From multifunction printers to production printing, backed by customer service that's second to none. To learn how Image Matters can help you, visit ImageMattersInc.com or call 865-212-3600. Technology you need, people you trust.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of, what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingles Table. It's all waiting for you at ingles-markets.com. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Join John and Vince this Friday morning at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge Nissan and save thousands. This Friday morning from 6 till 9 at Oak Ridge Nissan with John and Vince in 99.1 The Sports Animal.
I'm Chelsea Messenger, helping you beat the books with BetQL. The BetQL model is going to college basketball tonight as Boise State looks to keep their NCAA bubble hopes alive when they visit Air Force. The Broncos won the first meeting between the teams by 38 points back on February the 3rd, and Air Force has lost 15 of their last 17. The BetQL model doesn't need another 30-point blowout, but they are backing Boise State on the road. I'm Chelsea Messenger. Bet smarter and beat the books with BetQL, and download the BetMGM app today.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Thanks for being with us on Josh and Swain on this Tuesday afternoon. We'll talk to Ron Slay coming up in a little more than 10 minutes. We'll hop on the sleigh ride for a full hour.
Let's go.
As we do every week, thanks to Native Design and Hardscape, nativetn.com. See, Jackson Dart can start hopping on a jet, flying away wherever he wants to go.
That's something right there. That's how you're supposed to do it, though. If you're going to get an NIL deal, that's how you get an NIL deal.
Nicholas Air provides private flight experience and has signed a deal with Ole Miss quarterback Jackson Dart, the first private jet deal that I believe we've seen in the NIL space. So the endorsement deal will provide Dart hours to Nicholas's fleet of jets for travel, training, and philanthropy.
I mean, that's okay. It's not like taking a jet as a recruit. I mean, that's what we do over here.
There you go.
That's what we do. And then if the NCAA say something about it, you know what else we do? We say, shut up.
You sue them.
We say, shut up. We're going to do it. And we say, we're going to sue you and win. That's what we do over here. I mean, that's pretty cool what Jackson Dart got going on. But we do it a lot earlier for our players. That's what we do.
Yeah, there you go. There's a good recruiting twist to it because you can do that now too. You just bring it up however you want to in the recruiting. They were flying them in.
We is right, Josh. You was just recognized as a UT alumni. 40. It's we.
I still wasn't sure. Can the coaches still use the term we, or do they still say they, meaning the agency handled the flight?
Josh Heupel's in that lawsuit, is he not?
He was.
Okay. We.
There you go.
We. All of us.
Okay.
You got a degree from Tennessee, it's we.
Okay.
You're a Tennessee fan, it's we. You're employed by Tennessee, it's we. You're a player or coach at Tennessee, it's we.
You join a lawsuit with the state of Tennessee?
We. We.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm getting my terminology down still.
There you go. You need Rosetta Stone?
Yeah.
Today you just learned some French.
A little French here on Josh.
That's right. You just learned some French today.
Okay. And I'm not typically how do the taxes work? I am curious on this one. So depending on how many flights he takes, if it's all just taken care of, because I've seen what the cost of that can be. It's not super cheap.
Who cares? It's his problem, not ours.
Yeah, no, I'm just genuinely curious. This is me asking questions out loud that nobody's going to answer anytime
soon.
Oh,
what about his taxes? Who cares? Dude's flying private jet life. You don't worry about his taxes. Oh, I wonder what tax. I wonder if you're going to use TurboTax. Come on, man. Who cares?
Hey, it's tax season. It's good.
Dude, it's always tax season.
Brennan, by the way, says, give Reggie his darn Heisman back.
Exactly.
We're talking about who is first to the private jet access. Meanwhile, Reggie Bush can't hold up his trophy.
According to Johnny Manziel, who has been fighting for Reggie,
it
ain't looking good. Because basically the NCAA has to reinstate all of his numbers. Yeah. Give Reggie his Heisman back. I need to see him in those commercials. He needs to be in those commercials, man.
Yeah, send him to the Heisman. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
He shows up to the Heisman house. They hand him his trophy back.
Yep.
And then everybody swarms in excitement.
That would be the best.
Who's against that?
Best commercial ever.
All right, so we figured out how to get Reggie his Heisman back. We're in a work in progress on the tax situation for Jackson Dart's private flights.
No, we're not.
And we got a French lesson. That wraps up hour number 1 of Josh and Swain. We'll come back and talk to Ron Slay, the VFL and SEC basketball legend, joins us for the next hour on the sleigh ride as we continue right here on Josh and Swain.
The Downtown Knoxville Boat Show, presented by the East Tennessee Ford Dealers, returns to the Convention Center and the World's Fair Exhibition Hall February 29th through March 3rd. One of the biggest boat shows in the Southeast, meaning twice the amount of boats to choose from. Wake surf boats, pontoons, bass boats, bow riders, more dealers, more marine vendors. Financing on site from TVA Employees Credit Union. This larger show means saving thousands of dollars on all things boating from premier dealers and retailers. The Downtown Knoxville Boat Show, February 29th through March 3rd. Visit downtownknoxvilleboatshow.com.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Wilson Brothers Plumbing, who we've used at our house. We've had Wilson Brothers Plumbing come out when we needed help with It was an outdoor project we were planning in the last 18 months or so. They came out and took care of it for us, did a great job. About a year ago, a little less than that last spring, we had an issue with an underground leak. We had a problem that we needed fixed pretty quickly. Wilson Brothers Plumbing came out and told us what was going on. It was what we expected. They gave us an upfront price on what it would cost to fix the issue. It was very fair. They did the work, and they did great work for us. They can do that for you. If you need help at your home, if you need help at your business, they can help you. They can handle any size project at Wilson Brothers Plumbing, residential, commercial, and new construction. So get in touch with Wilson Brothers. Have them come out. They are committed to craftsmanship and providing the customer service you expect when you call. Call 865-415-1537 or go online to wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. Wilson Brothers, the proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a paid announcement.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, who do you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Shopping for an auto loan? Shopping for a vehicle is easy the ATFCU way. Talk to Alcoa 10 before you shop so you can hit the lots with a same-day pre-approved loan. And you can get behind the wheel of that new or used car or truck. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Look at the deals Rusty Wallace Honda has for you. Hey, East Tennessee, you're gonna love these deals. Every new Honda's on sale. Get a new 2024 Civic Sport, automatic, well-equipped, 0 down, $339 a month. That's right, 0 down, $339 a month. Rates? There's special rates on most new Hondas. And get Rusty's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. So leave that checkbook on the dresser and get to the intersection of selection. Rusty Wallace Honda, I-75 at Callahan Drive. See dealer for details.
They're coming, and they're ready to bug you. Are you ready? If not, we can arm your home with the pest defense you need to survive. Thomas Pest Solutions. Let us rid your home of those pesky insects and let you enjoy a bug-free home. Get a free quote right now at Thomas Pest Solutions at 566-8444. No obligations, no binding contracts. Thomas Pest Solutions. We believe in solutions, not control. Goodbye, bugs.
Hi, I'm David Brewster, owner of Aqua Clear Water Systems. The next time you're hauling heavy bottles of water, think, why am I doing this? With an award-winning Connecticut water system from Aqua Clear, I could make my own clean, fresh water. Better than bottled. Give us a call at 865-694-1725 or find us on the web at aquaclearws.com.
Aqua Clear, we'll change your water. It'll change your life.
This is WNML-FM Friendsville, WNML-AM Knoxville, Cumulus Media Stations, broadcasting worldwide from the Budweiser Studios. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with a CBS Sports Minute. The NBA may have a burgeoning dynasty, and I'm not sure anyone really cares. The defending champion Nuggets have come out of the All-Star break on fire. They could easily become the first repeat champion since the Kevin Durant Warriors. But their style is closer to the great San Antonio Spurs teams. I think we do appreciate the greatness, but the Nuggets aren't quite the exciting dynasty the NBA may have hoped for. I'm Andrew Perloff.
When a cold comes on strong, try DayQuil Severe Honey Flavor. The daytime, coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, so a cold won't slow you down. Get back to your day feeling relieved, enjoying the delicious flavor of DayQuil Severe Honey. DayQuil Severe Honey Flavor soothes your symptoms with a delicious taste. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. You know, changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Castrol Edge can help your engine get more miles. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP Extended Life Oil Filter for only $36.99. Get started on your next job today with the parts you need when you need them at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Life's troubles aren't always fun, but there's a law group in town who'll help you get them done. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Hour number 2 of Josh and Swain begins. Thank you for being with us. This is going to be a big hour. Lots to talk about on Josh and Swain. We'll invite you to chime in. Text box remains open, 865-656-9900. It's a big hour because each week at this time we welcome to the show VFL, SEC basketball legend, SEC network commentator, analyst. Ron Slay joins us on the Slay Ride, presented by Native Design and Hardscape. Ron Slay, good afternoon. How are you?
What up, fellas? What up, gentlemen? How's everybody doing out there? A lot of hot topics I'm seeing, Josh. What we got? What we starting at? What's popping today?
Well, you name it at this point, right?
What would Ron Slay do if he was Filipowski from Duke? That's what I want to know. Ron Slay's in that situation, and the court is being stormed by the fans, and for some reason Ron is just taking his sweet butt time getting off the court,
right?
And you are encountered by other fans. What does Ron Slay do in that situation? Would it happen any differently?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna protect myself. If the fans don't wait for us to clear the court, it's automatic that they're walking into my Terror Dome, and I get to bring to it whatever I want to bring to it. I'm gonna defend myself. I'm gonna, do the Heisman pose getting off the court. I'm not going to intentionally hit somebody in the head or anything. But if you're coming towards me, and I think you're coming towards me, I gotta, I know how to put the bar up. I got the boom boom room for a reason. So I know how to put the bar up and protect myself down there. Now the difference is you got to have the right intentions. Your energy got to be right. Your spirit got to be right. In my opinion, the energy was all wrong for Filipowski. And I know it's difficult to cut off, but at the same time, they lost a game that they felt they should have won. He messed up on the play, didn't catch the ball, a little mishap on the pass, on the pick and pop. So, in a sense, he kind of probably felt that pressure and wanted to take it out on somebody. I thought when watching it in slow motion, that wasn't a normal stride for a person walking off the floor, whether running or just normal walking. And I also feel like he was getting ready to push the guy regardless, instead of, like I just explained, putting up the bar. You put the bar up, let them hit the bar, they run into the bar, that's on them. But he was about to push the guy. So I thought intentions were bad in the first place with that whole situation. But, hey, that's just me, you know what I mean? And I have been a part of a court storming, and I do think it's wrong when fans touch players. You can holler whatever you want to holler, but you can't put your hands on nobody. We were at Georgia, and Georgia beat us at a buzzer, or maybe it was won by 3 or something, and we were getting ready to go off the court. And when I come out the game, I put my headband around my neck. So the game was over. I took my headband down, put it around my neck, and getting ready to walk off. And I'm frustrated, you know what I mean? And I ain't fans hollering whatever, but I expect that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an emotional guy. The next thing I know, one of the fans was trying to grab my headband off my neck.
Oh, no.
And take it up over my head. So the shot they got in the paper, I don't know if it was in the Tennessean or the Knoxville News Sentinel, whichever one it was me, drawing back, and Coach Byron Samuels had me. He caught my arm, and I was trying to get off of him. But that was the only time that I ever had a problem with the court storming or anything. But, man, all this do away with this stuff. I don't think you do away with it, man. You just put a heavy fine in it. I guarantee they'll put the people in order and people in place to stop all these people just running out there before time permits.
One thing I will say for Filipowski, he isn't Ron Slay. He does. I don't expect him to have the same aggressive mindset that you might think is necessary in that spot. Like, that's why with the slow motion thing, for him, I feel bad because he's trying to get off the court. I don't think he knows exactly what to do, and he doesn't like if his reaction is maybe I'm put my arm up for these fans that are coming by. Mm-hmm. He's not going to know what kind of intent to have with that, like you probably naturally would.
Yeah, and that's why the boom boom room classes, people need to sign up for them, and I think all colleges need to have, like, they got the tutorial coming through for the gambling and the betting and all that.
Courses are very popular now online. There needs to be a boom boom room course for the big men in college basketball.
It all makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't even be going through this. The person would have been hit by the bar and would have got clothesline and feet all went up in the air, and everybody would have been like, oh, man, Filipowski was right. He was defending himself. But see, you don't know you ain't take the tutorial. So
that's the class.
Hey, you got to deal with this.
Okay, I like that idea. Now we're putting something together.
We think about Jonas Aidoo in the Boom Boom Room on Saturday.
Man, how about him?
Welcome back to the Boom Boom Room. We were reserving his seat, you know what I mean, and looking around, a couple of little cobwebs and dust were collecting over there in this area, and I'm glad we had the right maintenance people in the Boom Boom Room to dust it off and let us know that he would be arriving, because it's great to see him back. And in order for this team to go where this team wants to go, you need this young man to step up, especially when you're not getting the not consistent effort, but the scoring you're used to when it comes to Josiah and Santi. I think they're in a different role, but with them being in a different role, Jonas Aidoo has stepped up and he's in a different role. So in order for everything to work like it's supposed to, you need Aidoo to be aggressive. You need him to get touches. You need him to be consistent and efficient when getting the ball. And I thought, man, it was good to see. He was active, had a pop in his step. That was real good to see. And controlling the boards on both ends and defending the rim, that was really good to see. So it remains to be seen if he can continue that, because we saw a lull, like a 2 or 3 game lull, and a 2 or 3 game lull in March will have you sitting home a little bit earlier than you wanted to.
Well, we're about to get a better idea, right, for Jonas with Auburn. If you want to just go ahead and dive into this game that's coming up Wednesday, this is a big one. Broom's coming in. Bruce Pearl's team is coming in. What do you think for to keep it there, Aidoo against what he's going to see from Auburn tomorrow night?
Yeah, it's Janai Broom, and then you're gonna have Cardwell thrown at you as well. So 2 different styles that you got to be able to adjust to on the fly. Looking at it when you got Janai Broom coming in there, I'm taking it as a personal challenge, because you talk about the big men in the SEC, this is what I would live for. Anytime I'm getting ready to play Tolu Smith, I'm locked in. Janai Broom, I'm locked in. Even Makai Mitchell, the numbers he's been putting up as of late at Arkansas, I'm locked in. BJ Mack, Colin Murray Boyles, like the list goes on. A big Ugo, Trey Mitchell from Kentucky. We can go all the way down the list. Georgia with a Chiwa, Florida with all 4 of their bigs. You got to separate yourself from the pack, and this is an opportunity to do that when you're talking about just this one-on-one matchup. I think he goes out and wins that and brings it to Janai Broom the way he's supposed to and play aggressive. And honestly, like, put him in the boom boom room. Like, you got to do that. He's a guy that doesn't like physicality. When you look at Janai Broom, he's a finesse big, even though he protects the rim and things of that nature, and he's always in the paint. He's a finesse big, though. So Aidoo could really, really separate himself, and before getting into the matchup, I think increase his case in these last 4 games for why he should be first team All-SEC if he does what he's supposed to do. Now, the matchup in itself is going to be totally different.
Justin Ferguson from the Auburn Observer tweeted out about 38 minutes ago, Bruce Pearl said that Jalen Williams will travel. It's possible he could play, and that it may just be a game time decision. He practiced yesterday and moved around well. I know, Ron, earlier in the season, in the SEC season, you had him as one of your SEC Player of the Year candidates because of how well he was playing. Got hurt versus Kentucky in the loss. What does he bring to the table if he is able to play? Can't expect him to be 100% though.
Right, huge difference maker, man. I almost think that if he doesn't get hurt in that Kentucky game, they were making a run at that time. I'm not sure. It remains to be seen if Auburn would have been able to pull it off. I mean, well, if Kentucky would have been able to beat them, but I think Auburn was going to make a run, and he was going to be a key part in that run. So, but what if him coming to Knoxville, practicing with the team? For one, that's Bruce Pearl. You know what I'm saying? He got to keep everybody on edge, and you know what I mean. Even if he's not going to play, make sure we playing the mind games. We're coming in the Rocky Top. Bruce knows what to do. But even with him being in that spot, I thought Chaney Johnson did a good job filling in for him. Chad Baker-Mazara being able to move to the 4 and be able to not miss a beat on the road at Georgia. Now, Tennessee will present something totally different, especially playing in Thompson-Boling. So they got to be prepared for that. But I think if Jalen Williams is able to play, he brings a different aspect to the game. He's got a guy. He's the most athletic person on their team. When he went down with the injury, you saw what he was trying to do. He was trying to bang on the big man for Kentucky then. So he brings a different type of aggression from that 4 spot as well. And just his IQ. And he's been around, a veteran like himself. He's been around the league for a minute. And really helped them regardless if he's 80% or 100%. He's one, when ball movement is one, he can read it, IQ, turn it down shot, and his efficiency is something that nobody on Auburn has besides him.
Tennessee Auburn tomorrow in Knoxville. We'll talk more about the game coming up. We'll talk more about this week and the final 2 weeks for Tennessee. It's Auburn and at Alabama for the Vols this week, 2 weeks to go in the regular season as we continue on the sleigh ride. Every week we have the sleigh ride with Ron Slay, VFL and SEC basketball legend, thanks to Native Design, with the Native Nursery now available for contractors and landscapers. It's your one-stop shop for plants, trees, and landscaping materials. Go to nativetn.com or call 865-310-3256 as we continue on the sleigh ride right here on Josh and Swain.
Yesterday's transistor radio is today's cell phone, but the signal is now worldwide. Stream us everywhere. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Ted Russell Ford and Ted Russell Lincoln. We'll be at the Kingston Pike location for Thursday's show. You can stop by there or the Parkside Drive location anytime to shop for whatever vehicle you are looking for. They will help find a vehicle that fits your lifestyle, that fits your budget, and they have great savings right now that can better help fit whatever vehicle you need into your budget. With savings that are available on the price tag as well as low interest rates that are available, if you're looking for a truck, take advantage of the final few days of Ford Truck Month right now at Ted Russell Ford. Whether it's something from the F-Series, Super Duty trucks, if you need work trucks, Ted Russell Ford can help with whatever you need, however big your need might be. Same with their lineup of SUVs, and that's from Ted Russell Ford and Lincoln, which now has the brand new Lincoln Vitrine, as they have taken how they can help you with their customer service and the luxury that they offer from Lincoln to an even higher level. Go online to tedrussellford.net or shop on Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike for Ted Russell Ford and Ted Russell Lincoln.
This has been a paid announcement.
Elevate your products today with Native Nursery, now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you are a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-315-0123 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit.
During basketball and all seasons, choose Coors Light, the official beer of chill inside Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center. When things heat up on the hardwood, reach for the beer that's made to chill. You'll know your Coors Light's perfectly chilled because when the mountains turn blue, it's as cold as the Rockies. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for peak refreshment. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Tennessee Athletics. Always cheer loudly and please celebrate responsibly.
Fellas, if you've been feeling tired and grumpy, you've noticed a lack of motivation and drive, you may have low T. Low testosterone levels can cause weight gain, loss of muscle mass, and so much more. I recommend Low T Center. That's where I get my levels tested. They make it quick and easy to get your levels checked, and it's just $25. And with their on-site lab, you'll get your results back in about 25 minutes. Most health insurance is accepted for treatment. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
They're coming, and they're ready to bug you. Are you ready? If not, we can arm your home with the pest defense you need to survive. Thomas Pest Solutions. Let us rid your home of those pesky insects and let you enjoy a bug-free home. Get a free quote right now at Thomas Pest Solutions at 566-8444. No obligations, no binding contracts. Thomas Pest Solutions. We believe in solutions, not control. Goodbye, bugs.
This Friday morning at 9 a.m., check out 991thesportsanimal.com for this week's sweet deal. Grab a 4-pack of general admission tickets to Diggin' Zone Theme Park in Sevierville for half the price. Diggin' Zone Theme Park, where the thrill of building and excitement of construction come to life. Join Tyler and Will as they broadcast live this Thursday from Ted Russell Ford, the Parkside Drive location from 3 to 7, as they continue to celebrate Ford Truck Month with plenty of new vehicles in stock and over 175 pre-owns on the lot. Ted Russell Ford has vehicles to fit any lifestyle and budget.
If you want a great-looking fence or secure entry gate that will stand the test of time, you need to call Stanley Fencing and Gates. Proudly serving East Tennessee since 2000, Stanley Fencing can customize your fence. Just tell Stanley Fencing your idea, and they'll bring it to life, offering chain link, vinyl, aluminum, and wood fencing. They even specialize in secure entry gates to protect your business. For customized fencing and gates backed by a warranty, choose the Stanley Fence family. Call 865-254-3844 or online at stanleyfence.com.
Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media. You can't hide talent. You can only hope to contain it.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. However you are tuning in today on the Sports Animal, on the Sports Monster, you can stop by the Sports Animal YouTube channel. You can watch the show. As you'll see, Ron Slay joining us, thanks to Native Design, joining us from the Boom Boom Room today, getting ready for these final 2 weeks. This is the best time, Ron. You're gearing up for March Madness. You have this 2-week stretch. Tennessee's playing for a 1 seed. Chance to get that for the first time in school history. But this stretch with the mid-major conference tournaments, regular season finale, and then the big dance, of course, to follow.
In the country, in sports like this right here, man. These 2 weeks, a week ahead of going into conference tournament, and then the conference tournament itself, building up, getting ready to go into March Madness is, man, I'm talking about this is it. Like you dream about these times. Your blood gets pumping. You get extra focused. You're locked in differently when practice rolls around. It's a different type of feeling. You can actually feel it in the air. You know what I'm saying? When you coming into the gym, you come in with a different bounce. It's like, man, this is what we've been waiting on. We've been trying to be healthy to this point. Yes, we got to win all them other games, but this is where it matters. We did all that so we can position ourselves to be in the spot that we want to be in right now. And there's nothing better happening than this right here. This is the time.
A year ago, almost, is tomorrow the 1 year mark. Zakai Zeigler went down. Tennessee played the postseason without him. Look at the way he played the other day, Ron. He was, I thought, incredible. We talked about him a lot yesterday on the show. 14 assists, 4 steals, didn't turn it over. Just seemed like he was in complete command on both ends of the floor. Now the competition's about to get tougher, but what difference can Zakai make if he's playing close to that level, if he's playing like he's capable of in these games that we're talking about that will matter this week, next, and then the postseason?
First of all, Josh, you got to go back and just think like the way he and Dalton Connect have been playing, along with everyone else, but those two in particular. We're saying he's the talk of the game coming out of there because of his stat line, and the man shot 30%. You know what I'm saying? Like he stole the show shooting 30%. Dalton Connect went for 24, and we like, that was Solid effort right there, man. Look at the bar to where he's a transfer and a guy coming off his ACL just now about to be a year. Dog, that is different. That's why, man, dating back to about December, I've been on this train of he reminds me so much of Tyler Ulis. It's his impact on both ends of the floor is different. And for him not to be mentioned first team all SEC or first team all defensive team and defensive MVP, defensive player of the year is bananas to me if that's the case. He should sweep it without question. I understand what blocks mean as far as defending the rim, but there's no one else, maybe in the country, outside of anyone that plays for Houston, because Kevin Sampson demands it as well, that can play defense and affect the game, shooting 3 for 10, 0 turnovers, 14 assists. Like, come on, man. This dude here, the dude is different, man. And the sky's the limit for this team when he's playing like that, because what he attracts is he's the minutia out there. You know, everybody has to go get some. It's just part of it. We're trying to fertilize the whole court when he's out there, and he's doing a terrific job of it. And he gets guys easier shots because he attracts flies. That's why he's the boo-boo. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everybody's attracted to him. I think the only problem is at times, and I accept it, he'll start doing a little too much when he doesn't feel as involved. You know, and that's just a feeling. He still may be involved looking at the stat sheet and looking at the game at hand, but like we talked about the bar being set so high, he feels he should be doing so much. You know what I'm saying? And you don't necessarily have to, but I love what Zakai brings to this team, man. And I think we saw it last year. I think we honestly believe like they were about to make a run last year because of him. Now it would have been difficult because I thought it was a little bit more of a one-man show in a sense, because as he went, the team went. And that's kind of the case with this team, but you got other guys like when Aidoo plays really well, they're going. When Dalton plays really well, they're going. But Zakai is the straw, man. He's the straw, and I don't think they would want it any other way when you talk about the leadership and being a reflection of the coach and being a coach on the floor and having that relationship with Coach Barnes. You can tell when Coach Barnes and his point guards are in tune. You date back to Texas with T.J. Ford, DJ Augustine, even in Clemson with Terrell McIntyre. Like when he's in tune with his guards and his guards in tune with him, it's a different team. I
feel like in basketball, man, great defense starts with the point guard. Just like in football, we don't say, man, that great defense, look at that safety. No, man, it's about the defensive line first. It's who the offense encounters first. Well, Zakai stops the other team's point guard from initiating the offense as comfortable as they want to. Like, you're uncomfortable initiating your offense. You have to initiate your offense about 5 to 10 feet further away because the guy's pressuring the ball. He makes that entry pass a whole lot harder. So when you talk about him sweeping the awards, man, I'm right there with you, man, offensively and defensively.
Absolutely, Swain. And I think it can be said for teams around the SEC. You look at Talon Cooper. When he's playing differently and leading this team on both ends of the floor, South Carolina's different. You look at when DJ Wagner is healthy. The reason Kentucky plays good defense is because DJ Wagner's in the starting lineup. Minus his scoring, his impact that he has from the jump ball, getting in guys' jersey, is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, the list can go on, but I'm right there with you, Swain. You're absolutely right. You build from the inside out, and he would be the inside because he's the first line of defense. Yeah. The same way you were just speaking about football. That's a part of it. And guess what? While that's happening, everybody else's eyes are on him, watching him. So the tone is being set. There's no way the guy leading this team and defending the ball can be playing that hard and then me not deny or me not be ready to guard my man when he catches the ball. He sets the tone, it trickles down, and you're absolutely right, Swain.
What did we say yesterday, Swain? It kind of feels like there's a big three leading the way, and we could choose the order however you want, but it feels like it's Zakai, Dalton, Jonas, and then we can talk about the importance of the other guys. But is that kind of how you view it, Ron? The top three guys that are going to lead however far they can go, Zakai, Dalton, and Jonas Aidoo with what they do.
Yeah, no doubt. That's it. And you got to have that as an anchor, and then you start to supporting it around it. That's why I love that 6-man role. Like, because you know who you are. You know what you get to bring to the game. Meshack gets to watch and then come in and change and impact the game. Same thing for Gainey. What are they missing? It may not be scoring. It may be handling the ball, letting Zakai get a break, you know what I'm saying, and anchoring the defense, and then he come back in with you. Santi, the same thing. It may be a lull right there. You can come in and get a spark, get a 3 going, and everybody get back on track. So everybody accepting their role, that's when you got the sign of a great team. When people start trying to play outside of their character, that's when things can happen and go downhill, man. But when it's like this, no one being jealous, everybody pushing each other along, I'm telling you, it's great. That's all you ever hear. And that's why you always hear after championships, the reunion stories and things of that nature. The brotherhood that was created is because it's a pecking order. I don't care if Jemai Meshack goes and is a lottery pick later. When they come back and they celebrate this championship team that Tennessee has, when they sit around the table, everybody falls back to their role. You can be 40 years old, 50 years old. Everybody still is in their role because that's what you remember. That's what you built on, man, and that's what it's about.
Tennessee getting ready for Auburn, then Alabama. Tennessee's right there at the top of the SEC title race. How will it play out over the next couple of weeks? Tennessee's also going for a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. We'll talk about the race coming up, games tonight and tomorrow with Ron Slay when we come back. Halfway home through the sleigh ride as we continue with it, presented by Native Design and Hardscape, nativetn.com. The VFL SEC basketball legend Ron Slay continues with us right here on Josh and Swain.
Your odds to win 99.1 These Sports Animals' biggest prizes just got better. We now draw one member of our email club, The Jungle, as an instant finalist in contests with a grand prize value over $500. Club members get links to our latest blogs and videos, plus a layout of sports animal programming and the biggest sporting events of the weekend. To make sure you receive our weekly sports animal emails, visit our website at 991thesportsanimal.com and sign up for The Jungle Email Club. The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
7th-ranked Tennessee baseball takes a 6-game win streak up against High Point University at Lindsey Nelson Stadium this afternoon. The Vols are coming off a 3-game weekend sweep of the University of Albany. First pitch today is at 4:30. Men's college hoops tonight at 7 o'clock. Top-ranked Houston welcomes Cincinnati. Number 16 Kentucky visits Mississippi State. Number 21 Dayton hosts Davidson. Number 7 Kansas faces BYU at 8. A couple of other games in the SEC. LSU welcomes Georgia at 7. Vanderbilt visits Arkansas at 9. In the NBA tonight at 7 o'clock, the Cavaliers host the Mavericks. The Magic meet the Nets. Wizards welcome the Warriors at 7:30. The Hawks host the Jazz. The Celtics meet the Sixers. Knicks take on the Pelicans. At 8 o'clock, the Timberwolves host the Spurs. The Bucks host the Hornets. The Bulls face the Pistons. At 10 o'clock, the Thunder take on the Rockets. The Heat visit the Trailblazers. And the Nashville Predators are back at home against the Ottawa Senators. Nashville just swept a 5-game road trip to get back into the Western Conference wildcard race. Puck drop is at 8 o'clock. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Elevate your products today with Native Nursery, now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you're a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-315-0123 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit. Join Tyler and Will this Friday afternoon at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge and save thousands. This Friday afternoon, starting at 3 at Oak Ridge Nissan with Tyler and Will in 99.1, The Sports Animal. Join the Sports Animal with Josh and Swain this Wednesday as they broadcast live from NAI Cola RM Moore from noon to 3. Brought to you by Axiom Wealth, world-class solutions with tangible results, offering a tailored approach to financial security for every season of life.
Hi, this is John with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month, and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosed houses. If you own a house and you want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store, well, we'll even tuck you in.
Matlock Tire has a reputation for being a little bit old school. They're proud to be known for their outstanding hometown customer service. They've been doing things that way for over 60 years. Matlock now offers new modern conveniences, such as family-friendly waiting areas, online appointment scheduling, and you can even shop for tires and see their current stock right from your computer or smartphone. They invite you to stop in to one of their convenient 5 locations or come see them online at MatlockTireService.com. Modern convenience, hometown service. Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Matlock Tire. The minute folks step into Dollywood, I want them to feel the wonder of my Smoky Mountains and to fill their hearts with all the good and beautiful things in this big old world, and to cherish all the little moments they get to be together.
Enjoy thrilling rides, award-winning entertainment, and delicious new seasonal flavors. Plan your visit at Dollywood.com.
Dollywood. Love every moment.
This report is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
We're into the lower 70s this afternoon. A few showers are possible. We could see a few showers overnight, dropping to 64 degrees. By Wednesday morning, a WVLT First Alert Weather Day as we track a line of rain and a few thunderstorms by Wednesday. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Paige Noel.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Whether you're facing divorce, injury, or any legal strife has come your way, there's one call to make to Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 at attorney-knoxville.com.
When you want to get away from all the daily noise, escape to the Sports Animal Stream on our app, smart speaker, or online. Text STREAM to 656-9900 for a listing of ways you can stream us. Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. We're on social media. Give us a follow. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Josh and Swain. Go check out Ron Slay on social media as well. From the Boom Boom Room today, each week with us, thanks to Native Design and Hardscape, nativetn.com. We need the uncut segment, some of the off-air chatter as well.
There's a way to make that happen.
Yeah, there is.
It so is.
Tennessee's going to try to make it happen tomorrow, Saturday at Alabama. It's first things first against Bruce Pearl and Auburn. There's no overlooking the opponent, but the week itself, Ron, is as challenging as you get with Bruce Pearl and then going to take on Nate Oates' team this Saturday.
Yeah, it's time to play against the state of Alabama. You're playing against everybody. So, and then I think, man, you're so locked into these next games. Like I would be shocked, honestly, Auburn would have go to beat Tennessee. I don't think it's a game you're overlooking because Auburn is trying to climb back in this race as well, and they have a lot in front of them. But this is a really, really good week, man, and I think those games, Missouri, Arkansas, Vanderbilt, and Texas A&M was a great lead up and break in a sense from that vicious schedule they were playing at first to get these games to kind of get back on track, find out who you are, have your identity going into these matchups, and then test it to see where you are versus Texas A&M at home. Now, okay, you walk into these games. If you would have lost one of those games, like if you dropped that Missouri game, you got a different mindset moving forward, and there's no telling what could happen. You handled it. You got to win however you got it, and now you're walking in this situation where you wanted to be. If that was your goal, you want to win the SEC regular season title, now it's back in your grasp, and you can go get it.
How can you sweep the state of Alabama this week, Ron? What does Tennessee need to do when you look at the matchup, Tennessee versus Auburn, Tennessee versus Alabama? I understand the star players from their team, but sometimes it's about the secondary players, not letting those guys get going, and other guys besides the star player. What does Tennessee need to do to sweep the state of Alabama this week?
When you look at Auburn, I think you go into it just like you did against Texas A&M, the same way you did against Arkansas, the way you did against Vanderbilt, like if it's the way you did against Kentucky. It all starts with the point guards. When Trey Donaldson and Aiden Holloway are not comfortable and going where they want to go with the ball and passing the ball where they want to just freely and running their offense, they are a different team. Guys start to scramble and then come to take the ball away. So when you take the ball out of the point guard spot, out of those guys who've been running this team and getting it going, now you got some unexpected things to happen. So you can expect wild shots. You can expect guys try to get one-on-one going, and that's what you want. You want a one-on-one game. I think Auburn is really dangerous when playing a team game, and they are different when that ball moves around. When they're playing one-on-one, I take my odds against them all day long, and because everybody's trying to get theirs, and it looks wild at times. So the controlled chaos just becomes chaos when you take Trey Donaldson and Aiden Holloway out of the game. You saw them get comfortable in that Georgia game, and they blew the top off of it. Aiden Holloway hitting the 5 threes, and he played like the McDonald's All-American he was expected to be. But all of those shots, a lot too, came from open shots first. Then you start to be able to make the difficult shots. So I think it all starts right there in the backcourt and setting the tone, as it would for Alabama as well. You got to get Mark Sears uncomfortable like you did at home. Yes, he's going to get his 20 points because they shoot the ball enough. They get enough possessions to where he can go and get 20. Now, is he efficient in getting them? Is he turning the ball over? I think that's what you look back at the blueprint, the way you played them early on in the season in SEC conference play at Tennessee, and you got to take that same energy down to Alabama. Don't let them punch and you stand there and start countering. You got to get out there and punch first going on the road. And if that's done, things will fall in place because once again, Mark Sears makes so much happen. Aaron Estrada does as well, but when Mark Sears is rolling, you talk about impact and we talk about what they bring to the game offensively. It's the same impact as well with Mark Sears that Zakai brings to the game.
And Sears, when Tennessee played Alabama and won by 20, Sears had 7 turnovers, 22 points, but 7 turnovers in that game.
Yeah, and a lot of them early, Swain, where Tennessee was able to get out, and not only turnovers, but live ball turnovers. So when you're getting the live ball turnovers, you're going down on 3-on-2, 2-on-1 break, sometimes 1-on-0, and you're able to capitalize, and it's a totally different outcome when you got to scramble. Because Alabama, when they want to, even though Nate Oates is being hard on them, when they want to knuckle up and play D, they can. And they get to scrambling, and they can guard multiple positions. But live ball turnovers, that's different. Running backpedaling in transition and trying to catch up. And you give Tennessee a lead, I like Tennessee with a lead on the road, especially if the ball's being turned over at a high rate.
Ron Slay with us, the Slay Ride, thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. What do you think Tennessee might need to do to be a 1 seed? Latest update from Joe Lunardi appears to have Arizona as the 4th 1 seed, North Carolina up to the top 2 seed. They won last night against Miami. And then Tennessee, which is going to play the toughest schedule among these teams we're talking about in the final 2 weeks, the number 2 number two seed, so the 6th team overall. What do you think about Tennessee's chances for a 1 seed?
I think they're great. They got some really good chances as far as you got 4 quad 1 opponents that you're going to play. You have to win every one of them. You got to win every one of them. If you were to drop one, you need to win the SEC tournament. I felt if you can win all 4 of these games going down this stretch, win on Friday, you guaranteed for a 2 seed regardless, but you're knocking on the door of a 1 seed. You get to the finals and lose in the SEC tournament after winning the regular season championship. I think you should get a number 1. That's all, like you said, depending on what North Carolina would do as well, because them being already ahead of them, you need them to take a little bit of a tumble. But I think they're in a good position, man. This is what they worked for, and they got it right back in their grasp, even with a couple of little bad losses early with Mississippi State handling business against them and so forth and so on.
And so you still factor in the SEC tournament, because I don't know what to make of what conference tournaments will matter. I almost exclude those from the conversation because my expectation is the committee doesn't weigh them as much as maybe I think they should, at least based on the last few years.
Yeah, and you know what, Ward? You're exactly right. All we got to do is look at Vandy's case. You know what I'm saying? Like, Vandy went and got some wins in the tournament, finished the season good, and got snubbed and didn't make the tourney. But you also turn around and you look at Texas A&M. I don't think it was the way I do think it was a little bit of the way they finished the regular season, but I thought going into the SEC tournament, them being able to get to the finals was a different mark on them. And I think the committee, in a sense, looked at that, even though they say, I mean, like, we look at it and they say, well, that had nothing to do with it. But I think that does play a little bit into the human narrative of it, the human element, if you will. But I do believe, man, if you get that regular season championship and you win on Friday, dog, you ought to be right there at the 1 seed, man.
Absolutely.
That ought to be it.
When Tennessee won the SEC tournament, Tennessee won the last 4 games of the regular season, then won 3 games in the tournament, so it was on a 7-game winning streak before going to the tournament. And remember, Rick Barnes was not too thrilled about Tennessee still being a number 3 seed. They were talking about Tennessee having a chance to bump up to the number 2 seed, but the thought is that the brackets were already done and the conference championships don't matter.
Yeah, and you know what, Swain? I think that should be brought back up. You know, I think Buzz Williams did the same thing the year before with A&M. Then they went on that run, and then they got in the tournament. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they're keeping notes of it as far as the committee goes and, you know, listening to certain coaches. I mean, hey, you got 800 wins, knocking on the door of Hall of Fame. Should have a voice at some point.
Should. Absolutely should. Ron Slay's voice. You hear it right here for one more segment, the Slay Ride, as we come back every week. Thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. Go check out nativetn.com. They can help you with your home, with your business. Jacob Dunaway and his team are happy to help and are standing by. nativetn.com is the website. One more segment with Ron Slay, who you hear every afternoon on 3HL in Nashville on the Zone, and see him every week on the SEC Network covering the SEC in college basketball. One more segment to go on the Slay Ride right here on Josh and Swain.
Join Tyler and Will Wednesday live from 3 to 7 at Harper Volkswagen, home of the 2024 Volkswagen ID4. The future of electric is here. Shop new and pre-owned Volkswagens in addition to their wide variety of pre-owned vehicles at Harper Volkswagen on Kingston Pike.
The minute folks step into Dollywood in my Smoky Mountains, I want them to fill their hearts with all the beautiful things in this big old world. Dollywood, love every moment.
Plan your visit today at Dollywood.com.
Elevate your products today with Native Nursery, now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you're a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-315-0123 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit.
Hi, this is John with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month, and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosed houses. If you own a house and you want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store. Well, we'll even tuck you in.
What if you could get a 365 days comfort guarantee to adjust the firmness or softness of your mattress? What if you could get a 2-sided flippable mattress at factory direct pricing? What if it came with a warranty of up to 20 years? What if you could watch your mattress being handmade right here in the Knoxville factory? You can at Brothers Bedding Mattress Factory. Brothers Bedding understands what it means to be local, high quality, excellent service, and a name you can trust for over 85 years. BrothersBedding.com.
The big dog of heating and cooling is now looking for more techs to join the pack. Chancey & Reynolds is now hiring HVAC duct mechanics and technicians, providing a great benefits package, paid vacation and holidays. These are full-time positions for those who want a career, not just a job. Chancey & Reynolds, in business for more than 40 years, is a York Heating and Air specialty company. Apply in person at 614 Van Street or call 865-525-5076.
The big dog of heating and cooling. The big dog.
Now you can text the sports animal. Try it out. 865-656-9900. Text us. 865-656-9900. That's 865-656-9900 to text the sports animal.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Back for the final segment of hour number 2, final segment on this week's Sleigh Ride. Every Tuesday, 1 until 2 Eastern, you can listen to Ron Sleigh right here with us on Josh and Swain. Thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. If you missed any of it, no, you didn't mean to, you can go back and listen anywhere you get your podcast. Search Josh and Swain. You can listen to the Sleigh Ride or any conversation. As much as, Ron, we're excited for what happens with Tennessee, Auburn, Tennessee, Bama on Saturday, all these games, Kentucky, Mississippi State tonight. I think everybody's waiting to see what Ron Slay's going to wear this week. The sharp-dressed man of the SEC Network.
Is Ron Slay going to look delicious this week?
Hey, that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying, man. Listen, I when I post it, I always say you got to give the people what they want. So, listen, if that's what the people want, I got to give. I ain't gonna let the people down. I've always been a man of the people. They want to see me on their fly. Well, I got to go in there and be fly, man. That's what the people need. I'm just trying to make sure everybody having a good time, Swain and Ward, man.
We got to get you the Jackson Dart NIL deal, by the way. You're traveling back and forth. Jackson Dart, Ole Miss quarterback, he's getting a private jet deal. So that can be the new NIL deal for Ron Slay on the Sleigh Ride.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Ron shouldn't be walking around these terminals.
Yeah.
He needs VIP treatment.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Red carpet
Jackson
tarmac.
Dart got a jet deal?
A jet deal, yeah.
Yes.
I believe Nicholas Ayer, he is now representing them and will have access to private flying.
Where's he going?
Wherever he wants, Ron, and quickly.
Right. In a very efficient manner now.
What? Hey, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Right. You played the wrong sport in the wrong position, Ron. You should have been a quarterback.
Yeah.
A private jet in college.
You were an era just a couple decades early. Yeah, you would have thrived right now.
Good God Almighty, boy.
Yep. Kentucky, by the way, the other day looked really good, but they looked really good at Auburn, looked really good at home this past weekend. LSU, not as much. They get Mississippi State tonight. What do you make of Kentucky kind of lurking there in this race where we're mostly talking about Tennessee, Bama, Auburn, but Kentucky has all that talent?
Yeah, I saw Kentucky, man, show so much in that LSU game. And I've been on record of saying, like, if that was when they got up by 16 points, while reviewing the film, getting ready for the Alabama game, I would have made them watch getting up by 16 and then cut the film off and took everything good from that. And it looks like that's what they did going into the Alabama game because they did a lot of good things defensively. They just had a brain fart and let LSU come back and close that thing out. But really good team, man. They're different when DJ Wagner's setting the tone defensively. Like when you can have a point guard rattled to start the game, you're doing something well. And I don't know if we'll see Justin Edwards go 10 for 10 again. I think that was a welcome sight. We know all the intangibles that he does, but honestly, man, I think Mississippi State gets Kentucky just because of the length and physicality, and playing in the hump is different. I mentioned it when Kentucky went down to Florida. They were able to escape in the overtime win. When they went to A&M, like when you go into these SEC venues and you've never been there before, you don't know what to expect. It can be a little bit of shocking if you don't start out fast like they did against Auburn, hitting shots and things of that nature, and you have to kind of grind it out. It can work against you if you've never been there, and the hump will be rocking. I think Coach Jans has done a terrific job, even if it was by accident because of injuries, but tweaking the lineup. Bringing Tolu Smith off the bench, DJ Jeffries off the bench, inserting Hubbard into the starting lineup. Like, you got so much bang coming off the bench now. That's what they were missing. Their starting five was fine, and you were relying on Hubbard to bring you so much coming off the bench. With him in the lineup and you starting Big Jimmy Bell, it's different with Tolu Smith coming off. Like him and DJ Jeffries and then Murphy being able to shoot the rock like he is. Everybody, they're starting to get back deep like we thought they would. So they're starting to peak at the right time. And I honestly think Kentucky will play well, but Mississippi State may be too much for them down there in Starkville.
Ron, little less than a couple of minutes. Any parting thoughts? Anything we missed? Any shout-outs here as we have 2 days to go until we get to March and it's go time?
I'm in tune with a lot that's going on, man. I got to give a special shout-out, man, to the officials doing a terrific job, man. I was watching the LSU and Tennessee game versus the Lady Vols, and, man, Lady Vols came down. Yeah, this was new. Like, when you talk about advancing the game and evolving, you got to give a tip of the cap to these officials, man. I saw an LSU player get a ball, dribble it 2 times, pick it up, think about passing it, and put the ball back down for another dribble and then pass it to an open 3, and it kind of blew the game open in. And I said, you know what? Yeah, like, these officials, like, this is different level. Like, a lot of times as a fan, you think you're going to see the teams play and them to do some miraculous things. But, man, I think people need to take notice. Like, it's these officials, man. They doing a terrific job. Like, when you think the game should be faster, they don't even blow the whistle for a violation. It's like, no, that's not a double dribble. Let's see how it plays out. Then maybe we'll go look at the replay. Maybe we won't. So, man, the big shout-out, man. Huge shout-out to the officials, man, that were officiating that game. Tremendous job, man, for Coach Morkey and them that like they needed it. But, yeah, man, great job by them. That's
boy, you should have been there. Oh, boy, it was the place was not happy at all, Ron.
That was amazing, man.
Oh, boy.
Like, it started a run for LSU that shouldn't have been started. You know what I'm saying? Like, that can't miss plays like that.
It went from being a bucket away to a 17-point lead like that because of that play. Yeah,
because of that, man. Haley went crazy after that. So it was weird watching, boy.
She's left-handed, just in case people want. No, don't let her go left.
Don't let her go left.
Don't let lefties go left.
I mean, just a thought.
Pretty good scouting report.
That's a good job, Swain. Good job. That was in depth right there, too.
Salute to the officiating from
That's
Ron
right.
Slay of the SEC Network, 3HL in the afternoon. So we'll see you on the TV over the course of the week. What should people look for?
Yep, I'll be there on SEC Network tomorrow night, locked and loaded for the games, man. And yeah, it ought to be a fun time, man. Thompson Bowling ought to be rocking. I love when I get to go and represent after wins on the SEC. If y'all could see behind the scenes while the game's going on, it's almost as good as the picture that I post with me dressing, Swain.
We got to get a Josh and Swain sticker on your laptop.
You see that promotion, huh?
Yeah. That's what we got. We got to work that into the deal next year.
Yeah. The 3HL ratings got to be going up. Not much more room to improve, but I bet they're going up with the promotion.
Hey, they can stop it. They can always give me a new MacBook.
There you go. There you go. Ron Slate, safe travels. We had a great time today, as always. We'll talk to you next week. This week's going to be a whole lot of fun. Thanks for hopping on with us today on the Sleigh Ride. We'll talk to you next Tuesday.
No doubt, baby. Go Vols and lock the door.
Ron Slay every week, thanks to Native Design and Hardscape, nativetn.com, now with the Native Nursery, nativetn.com. With 1 hour to go right here on Josh and Swain.
Join Josh and Swain this Thursday live at Ted Russell Ford Lincoln, the Kingston Pike location from noon to 3, as they celebrate Ford Truck Month with plenty of new vehicles in stock and over 175 pre-owns on the lot. Ted Russell Ford has vehicles to fit any lifestyle and budget.
Hi, this is John with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month, and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosed houses. If you own a house and you want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well-tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today, or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store, well, we'll even tuck you in.
A farm, a family, and a tradition of premium fresh sausage that's lasted almost a century. Using only the freshest ingredients and finest cuts of meat for flavor that is locked in instantly. Each bite of Swaggerty's Farm sausage transports you back to a warm, cozy southern kitchen, leaving you satisfied and ready to take on the day. Swaggerty's Farm, quite possibly the best tasting sausage in America. Now available at your local retailers.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
This is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on the Sports Animal app and website, 991thesportsanimal.com. 99.1 The Sports Animal, the station where the Vols play.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. Nobody bought tickets to a ref show in New York City last night. They showed up to see the Knicks play the Pistons, and they got a wild game with a wild ending, made even more crazy by, you guessed it, the ref show. Crazy sequence at the end of the game that the refs butchered. You know they butchered it when they admit that they butchered it. I'm Jim Rome.
Get ready for the live tennis event of the year, the Netflix Slam, on March 3rd at 12:30 p.m. Pacific. Join 22-time Grand Slam champion and tennis legend Rafael Nadal as he takes on world number 2, Carlos Alcaraz, and witness a tennis showdown like never before. This live Netflix sports event promises unparalleled tennis action, so don't miss the thrill. Mark your calendars for March 3rd, 12:30 p.m. Pacific. It's Game, Set, Match on Netflix.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not one based on the driver who treats the highway like a racetrack and the shoulder like a passing lane. Why pay a rate based on anyone else? Get one based on you with DriveWise from Allstate.
Not available in Alaska or California, subject to terms and conditions. Rates are determined by several factors, which vary by state. In some states, participation in DriveWise allows Allstate to use your driving data for purposes of rating. While in some states, your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Generally, safer drivers will save with DriveWise. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. East Tennessee, born and raised. If you're facing legal troubles, make the call to East Tennessee's local law firm, Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group. Call 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Hour number 3 of Josh and Swain begins. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. 1 hour to go till Tyler and Will take over at 3 o'clock on the Sports Animal. We continue for another hour on the Sports Monster, AM 640 in the Tri-Cities. We appreciate you being with us today. Appreciate Adam texting in. I didn't know this. Adam in Lenore City noting that he hears Swain is thinking about becoming a vegetarian. Adam says, please let Swain know. I think it's a big mistake. Missed steak.
That's good. That's good. That is real good.
Not to get too far ahead of things, because we'll see how the season plays out, but Joe Thinking Ahead from Rochester said, think of next year, talking about Tennessee's basketball team. Some assumptions being made here with maybe a couple of guys, but Zeigler, Aidoo, Awaka, Meshack, Carr, Dillon, and Estrella coming back. Again, some assumptions. You never know with the transfer portal and all that. But nothing to worry about for next year's team. The focus is on this year, but that was one of Joe's thoughts after our conversation over the last hour about the state of Tennessee basketball.
Oh, yeah, it's healthy, and Rick Barnes will attract the next Dalton Connect.
Dalton Connect has made Tennessee even more attractive for sure to the next crop of transfers.
Yeah, because, like Coach Kyle made the one and done popular. I mean, it started from the 1 year, and then the next year, and then it became a trend. Well, Rick Martin can create a trend now with a guy that is looking to get on the map on a big stage, who maybe has some NBA potential playing on a smaller stage and wants to play in a place where the coach is going to help him reach that potential. And Dalton Connect did that. I don't see why the next player won't do the same thing.
Yeah, is there a transfer U right now? You think about like wide receiver U? Because everybody's playing the transfer game.
I don't think there's a transfer U right now. Because every roster, it seems like in SEC, has benefited from someone outside the recruiting class coming in. Like Reeves at Kentucky, he's a transfer. Don't Connect, Tennessee. You can look over at South Carolina. They got a team full of transfers.
Last year, Missouri put its run together with a bunch of transfers.
Transfers.
Kobe Brown was coming back.
Mark Sears was a transfer, Alabama. Auburn's Broom was a transfer. I mean, it's hard to pick out one school and call them transfer you.
Yeah. What about football? Has Florida State gotten the most attention in the transfer world
among
the major programs?
Yeah, in the last 6 months or so because of what they did prior to the 2023 season. Florida State, you throw them in there. There's another team that was talked about like those guys. But
yeah, I mean, I know what Colorado's done, but Colorado hasn't had the results.
They stunk.
Transfer you from an attention standpoint.
Yeah, they didn't really produce
Yep.
championship results. But this next upcoming year, Ohio State's going to be in that conversation. They go out and win, which no reason to think they shouldn't win because they have a weak schedule until they play Michigan.
Yeah, Ohio State already recruits right there at the top level, and then they just went out and plucked Caleb Downs. They get Ole Miss's leading rusher, Judkins, to come in. They added a second five-star quarterback who will be a backup, but that helps the room.
They should ask Jackson Dart what he thinks about their running back acquisition. Judkins.
I'd like Judkins' thoughts on Jackson Dart's private jet deal.
He probably thinks he deserves it too.
Probably.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So, hey man, if you can win in the portal, because anybody that can get transfers, you can get players. Are you getting the right players?
Right.
Are you getting the ones that really impact your program, impact your squad? Listen, Tennessee football doesn't happen 2 years ago. Hendon Hooker, Brew McCoy, these guys transferred in.
Yep, and Hendon ends up taking on an important leadership role, the way that he played, not being the starter immediately, but taking over early in the season in 2021, and his teammates seeing how he continued to work to be ready to go, and then we know about everything that he did afterward.
Yeah, so the loser in all of this is the high school athletes across the country. I mean, I think more and more coaches, and I would take the same approach. Honestly, let me find someone who's proven. Let me find someone that's physically developed, that's more mature, that there's film on. I know how he's going to handle certain situations. I feel more comfortable going with that guy than a high school player that's playing half-A football somewhere.
Yeah, well, and I don't feel like we've seen a lot of talk or coverage about the fact that the extra COVID eligibility that has taken place over the last few years has just squeezed out spots for high school guys because those guys count against the scholarship numbers. If there are less scholarships to give out, that's less opportunity for high school players, just automatically, right? And this is the last year of that, and I'm not saying anybody's done anything wrong. It's just that there's a numbers game that has to be played. The first year, those players that were given extra eligibility did not count against the scholarship numbers. So the 2021 season, the group that included Matthew Butler coming back to Tennessee, Theo Jackson that year, they didn't count against the numbers. But since then, 22, 23, 24, they do. So you only have 85 scholarships. There's only so many you can give out. So high school players have been affected by that. Junior college players have probably been affected by that.
It forces those players that typically would hold out for big offers, not commit to a small school because they're holding out for a big offer. Maybe you commit to that small school. You go to that small school, and that small school, you get a chance to have a really good player on campus. It may be only for a year, minimum, sometimes, some cases, max, but at least you get that player. That's really good. That probably would have waited to go get that offer, a three-star player, to try to get an offer at a bigger school. So high school players, you don't have the luxury of just waiting and chilling and slow playing. You better take that offer because you're going to turn around and not have any because the school that you want to go to, they're waiting on the transfer portal. They're waiting on proven players that already played in college.
In the text box, Ole Miss, the other one, for the Transfer U title. They'll make a run at it.
That's self-proclaimed.
Transfer to the SIP, says Lane Kiffin.
That's a lot of smoke there for sure. Lane does a great job of marketing, but Florida State was in contention for a national championship until all the injuries start to happen. Ohio State will be in contention for a championship this year, and listen, Ole Miss will too. They'll be right there in the thick of things too, probably for a championship. But I look at Florida State more. I look at Ole Miss as being transfer U. But hey, you put Ole Miss maybe in the conversation. They've done pretty good job bringing in talent, especially this past year.
They have, and we'll see how it comes together. Speaking of your guy, Lane Kiffin,
I like Lane. You know that.
Yeah. Follows both of us on Twitter.
I like Lane. That's my guy.
Yeah, I got no issues with the Lane.
No, not at all.
He tweeted out 3 hours ago a retweet of Jackson Dart's On3 NIL post about his new NIL deal with the private jet, with the hashtag come to the SIP, and then the next tweet was retweeting Jeff Lebby's quote, there's not a more passionate Brent Venables. There's not a more passionate, invested fan base in all of college football, and it's going to take everybody to help us transition to the SEC. To our conversation in the first hour about Oklahoma coming, but Lane Kiffin shared that. Welcome to the SEC.
He's such a troll, man.
He is.
He's such a troll.
Yep.
And him and Jeff Lebby, work together, boys.
To go to Mississippi State.
Yeah, man. And they all have a connection because Jeff Lebby was Lane's OC when Ole Miss came here in Heupel's first season. And then Lebby left Ole Miss to go to Oklahoma, where Lebby went to school.
Right.
Lebby just left Oklahoma to be the head coach at Mississippi State. That is the arch rival of Ole Miss. And I heard Lebby somewhere talking about Lane trolling him. And how for the most part he ignores it. But Lane's he's great for college football.
He is.
He's way cooler than Eli Drinkwitz. Way cooler. Drinkwitz is, entertaining. He's good for college football.
Yeah, on the enemy list, does Drink outweigh Lane, according to Tennessee fans?
Not in my opinion. It should be Drinkwitz number one.
Oh, I may have said it backwards. That's what I meant. Drinkwitz, does he outrank Lane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Should be Drinkwitz number one, above Lane. Lane's actually cool and annoying. Drinkwitz is just annoying. It's a difference.
You don't think Drinkwitz is cool?
No, I don't. Good football coach.
Yeah, they're both good coaches.
Great job in Missouri, what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Has a sense of humor. But
both are good for football. They're
great for football.
They're both good for the sport.
Great. I love that Eli Drinkwitz is at Missouri. Love it. It's good for the league.
I don't know if this is good for the show, but I'll share it. What kind of doctor is Dr. Pepper?
Sounds like a spicy drink to me.
A physician.
What?
Physician. Fizz.
Okay.
Joey says Lane is cool, annoying like Spurrier was.
Yeah, that's it. Cool, annoying.
But Joey's opinion is that Drink is just a loser.
Well, that backs up my just annoying part.
Yeah.
I didn't put the loser part in there. I mean, I wouldn't call him a loser.
I mean, literally, he's a winner this season.
Well, I mean, he's coaching college football in the SEC, making a whole lot of bread.
Yep.
And he just turned around Missouri. I wouldn't call him a loser, but I do get why you call him a loser. It's not like he's really a loser. It's just a term. I get it.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
But very annoying.
Do Tennessee's basketball players know who he is?
They know he wears glasses. That's for sure.
We'll come back on Josh and Swain, 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us. Text box is open. Same number to call in with you until 3 o'clock right here on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster.
99.1 The Sports Animal and Coors Light are going to help you chill out and get fired up. Listen weekdays for the cue to call to become a finalist in the Coors Light Chill It and Grill It contest. You could win an awesome outdoor grill, a Yeti cooler, Coors Light swag, and a $100 gift card. He'll draw one finalist from the Jungle Email Club, too. Listen for your chance to chill it and grill it from Coors Light and the station for hot prizes and cool contests. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Look at the deals Rusty Wallace Honda has for you. Hey, East Tennessee, you're gonna love these deals. Every new Honda's on sale. Get a new 2024 Civic Sport, automatic, well-equipped, 0 down, $339 a month. That's right, 0 down, $339 a month. Rates? There's special rates on most new Hondas. And get Rusty's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. So leave that checkbook on the dresser and get to the intersection of selection. Rusty Wallace Honda, I-75 at Callahan Drive. See dealer for details.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Join 99.1 The Sports Animal as we broadcast live in the morning, in the afternoon, Friday from the downtown Knoxville Boat Show. See the biggest selection of boats and boating accessories at the Knoxville Convention Center. It's the biggest and the best. The downtown Knoxville Boat Show this weekend.
Hi, this is John with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, in any location. I buy several houses per month, and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosed houses. If you own a house and you want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman, and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy, and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well-tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today, or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store. Well, we'll even tuck you in.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
4 out of 5 sports fans listen to Tennessee football talk on the Sports Animal stream. The 5th is an Alabama fan, and he can't listen to anything since the batteries died at his transistor radio in 1981. The hottest sports stories of the day broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on the Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. More jokes coming in. Appreciate Joe's text from the Tri-Cities. Joe, we saw it. We'll leave it off air, but we appreciate the text. Appreciate everybody in the Tri-Cities being with us. Reminder, you can stop by. You can subscribe to the Sports Animal YouTube channel to watch live. Go back and rewatch some of our content. Conversation about Zakai Zeigler. Loved what Ron Slay had to say last hour, talking about Zakai and his impact, both ends of the floor, the awards he deserves, the All-SEC recognition he deserves. It maybe since that Dick Vitale list, but it seemed that we have to work to get Zakai the attention he deserves. He's on a top 5 team, playing point guard on a team that's tied atop the SEC standings, and I don't sense the amount of attention that I think should be on Zakai Zeigler for what he's doing. Maybe I'm wrong there, but I don't sense it.
He tore his ACL last year, too.
That's right.
He's coming off an ACL injury.
This week he is just now 1 year removed from the ACL tear. And I also get, by the way, that he's not even the Player of the Year candidate on his team, so there's only so much that can be shared because Dalton Knecht gets attention, which he deserves, of course. But I still think Zakai should be getting more talk for what he's done.
He is coming off an ACL injury. He's leading the best team in the conference, a conference that arguably is the best conference in college basketball from top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you can't give him his props and recognition now, I don't know how anybody gets any recognition. Because normally, when you are leading a team that's winning a lot of games, you are in contention for MVP in other sports, in other scenarios. He's 5'7", too, by the way. He's doing this at 5'7".
Don't overlook that fact.
It's hard not to, Josh.
But even Buzz Williams, we played the audio yesterday after his postgame press conference. He said Zakai's so underrated.
It really is.
So he recognizes the lack of attention on Zakai at times.
That's all right. Just these 4 games, Zakai does what he did Saturday, and he scores, shoots better than 30%. Oh.
Yeah.
We won't have to stump for Zakai much longer. They'll be stumping for him themselves.
And I'm sure he'd like to be first team All-SEC, but part of Zakai is probably saying, I wish a voter would leave him off.
You got Reed Shepherd. You got Mark Sears. You got Reeves that was in the conversation for Player of the Year in this league. I mean, those are 3 guards right there.
Yeah. It's been a weird year for the team. Wade Taylor is still a terrific player.
They can't leave Zakai off first team, man. They can't do it. Slayer's right. You can't have. I think this is the conversation we had off the air. You can't just have Dalton Knecht, just one guy on first team, and Tennessee's out here a 4th-rated team in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't do that. That would make 0 sense to me. 0 cents. But Ole Miss player knocked the South Carolina player out and didn't even get suspended a game.
So did nothing happen there?
I think he got ejected.
But nothing from the league office?
When I saw it, I was like, I thought he was going to get multiple games. Multiple games.
Yeah, I don't think anything's happened.
How does that work? How does that work, man? Whew. Wow. Ain't that interesting?
I enjoyed Ron Slade's sarcasm over the officiating as well.
Bad call.
There's no telling. I'm not a big talk about officiating guy. There's no telling, though, what could happen tomorrow night from the officiating angle. There's no telling. Because it's going to be an intense environment. Both teams are going to be locked in. Everybody's going to be fired up. There's no telling what could happen tomorrow.
Do you want me to be honest with you?
Yes.
As long as it's in Tennessee's favor, I don't really care.
Right. That is the one that I'm still looking for, is the call of, I got to tell you, we really got the better end of that call. We're not getting too many of those.
Oh, yeah. You got to be able to say it when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
We've been on the receiving end of some good calls. But it wasn't Sunday when Lady Vols played LSU. Whew.
Yeah. Do you want fair officiating across the board, or do you want blatant officiating that benefits your team? Which one do you want?
There's a ranking that I have. Number 1, I want fair officiating. Number 2, I want unfair officiating in my favor.
Okay.
Number 3 would be unfair officiating in the opponent's favor.
That would rank third?
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's a gap between 2 and 3.
There's a huge gap. Huge gap.
Okay.
Matter of fact, take off number 3. That would be honorable mention.
Instead of number 3, you just want the game to be canceled? Is that?
Yep.
Okay.
Cancel the game.
Okay.
100%. No, I want it to be fair across the board. And you understand officials are going to make mistakes. They're humans.
Yep.
Humans make mistakes.
Yep.
Unless you're Josh Ward, but you're right. They're going to make mistakes. You just hope that it's not a crucial one, a crucial point of the game that determines the outcome of the game. That's what you hope. I remember a couple of years ago, man, Auburn was playing Virginia, and Auburn had a chance to probably play for a national championship and win. They missed a blatant double dribble on the Virginia player on that game-winning play they made. Guard had the ball dribbling down the court, double dribble. They missed it. So you just hope that it's not a missed call when all the stakes are high and everything's on the line.
Speaking of mistakes, before we close out this segment, saw some comments from Chicago Bears general manager Ryan Poles. It's Combine week for the NFL. He said they have no master plan on the team's decision at quarterback. He understands the weight of the uncertainty on Justin Fields and wants to move as quickly as possible. They have the number 1 pick. They have Justin Fields. They have Caleb Williams on the board. So making a move as quickly as possible in what direction they're going to go is the priority. They will decide between keeping Fields or selecting a quarterback in the draft.
What'd you say when you brought that up? Speaking of what?
Oh, I think mistakes was the topic.
We haven't made a decision yet for it to be a mistake. But if you look at the track record of the Bears, a mistake is on the way.
I'm assuming whichever direction they go is probably the wrong one.
Do I need to bring up
from the options
the latest former Raider arrest?
I'd rather you didn't.
Huh? I need to bring that up? With your boy Damon Arnett, huh?
Yeah, when meth's at play.
you didn't bring him up, Josh Ward, huh?
That wasn't their best draft.
Oh, my goodness. And I was being nice. I didn't even send you the article. Normally, I send it to you.
I was surprised.
And normally, I DM it right to you with a smiley face emoji.
You all should see how quickly my inbox receives news when something is published from Jason Swain. About
breaking news. Raiders. Oh, it's negative. Straight to Josh Ward. First class.
I feel like sometimes I get it before the public does because Swain has some negative Raiders RSS feed that's set up where he gets early access.
I'll let you alone. I let you alone this time. But no, you want to bring up a future mistake. That's probably what it's going to be.
We'll see how things play out. NFL Combine time coming up. That will affect former Tennessee players. VFL's getting ready for the NFL draft, so that's a topic for the upcoming days. Tennessee, Auburn tomorrow, top of mind for many fans. We'll continue the conversation and attaboy to hand out before the show ends. That when we come back, 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us. In the meantime, right here on Josh and Swain.
When special guests call in to 99.1 The Sports Animal, you hear them on the Stanley Fencing and Gates hotline, stanleyfence.com.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on The Sports Animal.
7th-ranked Tennessee baseball takes a 6-game win streak up against High Point University at Lindsey Nelson Stadium this afternoon. The Vols are coming off a 3-game weekend sweep of the University of Albany. First pitch today is at 4:30. Men's college hoops tonight at 7 o'clock. Top-ranked Houston welcomes Cincinnati. Number 16, Kentucky visits Mississippi State. Number 21, Dayton hosts Davidson. Number 7, Kansas faces BYU at 8. A couple of other games in the SEC. LSU welcomes Georgia at 7. Vanderbilt visits Arkansas at 9. In the NBA tonight at 7 o'clock, the Cavaliers host the Mavericks. The Magic meet the Nets. Wizards welcome the Warriors at 7:30. The Hawks host the Jazz. The Celtics meet the Sixers. Knicks take on the Pelicans. At 8 o'clock, the Timberwolves host the Spurs. The Bucks host the Hornets. The Bulls face the Pistons. At 10 o'clock, the Thunder take on the Rockets. The Heat visit the Trailblazers. And the Nashville Predators are back at home against the Ottawa Senators. Nashville just swept a 5-game road trip to get back into the Western Conference wildcard race. Puck drop is at 8 o'clock. I'm Joel Silverberg.
This is Eric Ainge from my HVAC company of choice, Chafee Air and Plumbing, a local veteran-owned business, and the owner, a UT grad, actually went to school with me on the Hill. The Chafee Air and Plumbing team are the ones keeping you warm and dry, fixing busted water lines, furnaces, and heat pumps during the cold weather season while other companies are closed. Chafee Air and Plumbing is an independent, American standard heating and air conditioning customer care dealer, and they're ready to assist you. Find out more and how to become a VIP member and their comfort guarantee on the website, coolingheatingplumbing.com.
Been a paid advertisement. Hey folks, it's Jake from Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville. Let's end February with a bang. Get a 2024 Kia Telluride, $1,000 below MSRP. Get a 2024 Kia Sorento, $2,000 below MSRP. Get a 2024 Kia Sportage, $3,000 below MSRP. They're not above MSRP, not even at MSRP. They're all below MSRP. End February with a bang at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
Jelly Roll, the Beautifully Broken Tour, Friday, October 25th, Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center, with Warren Zeiders and Alexandra Kay. Pre-sale for City Card members begins Monday at 10 a.m. through Thursday at 10 p.m. Before the general public on sale Friday, March 1st, 10 a.m. at livenation.com. For more, visit jellyroll615.com.
Hi, this is John with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month, and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosed houses. If you own a house and you want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today, or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store, well, we'll even tuck you in.
This report is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Scattered to spotty showers continue on and off throughout the day today. It's still mild, highs near 71 degrees, a little bit drier this afternoon. We're going to hang on to the clouds, and we're going to hang on to those gusty winds. We got gusts up to about 35 miles per hour, only dropping to 64 overnight. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Paige Noel.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Rebuild your family, regain your freedom, renew your life. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. On social media, at Josh and Swain. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
I'm telling on you. Don D. Don D. Don D. Plowman, I need to talk to you.
Swain caught me during the break counting with my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looked up, I was like, Josh, are you counting with your fingers? That's like what my 7-year-old does when she's doing math.
I got the answer figured out pretty quickly from what I needed to
40
come up with.
Top 40 under 40, huh?
They're running out of people.
Okay.
I think I could attest to that at this point.
All right. Okay. Wow. I'm telling on you.
Going to be getting a letter. We'd like that diploma back, if you don't mind. We appreciate you hanging out with us on Josh and Swain. VFL former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward, and it's time to hand out today's Attaboy. Every day we hand out Attaboys and Attagirls thanks to Native Design and Hardscape, which also brought us the sleigh ride last hour. Jacob Dunaway and his team can help you with the Native Nursery. NativeTN.com is the website. Swain, we go to a VFL former Tennessee player who has done quite well in the NFL, Jaylen Reeves-Mabin. He was a Pro Bowler this past season for his role as a special teams player, and now he is the highest paid core special teamer ever in the NFL for what he's done for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, he don't have enough fingers to count his new bag.
Yeah.
That's for sure, because $7.5 million deal, the max $8 million, and Jaylen Reeves-Mabin made his name here at Tennessee, getting on the football field, playing special teams, and then became a reliable linebacker for us. Same path in the NFL. Was drafted, made his name on special teams, and we see more and more of him on defense, playing linebacker, making plays. So happy for him. When you see good things happening to good people, it really makes you happy.
Yep.
And Jaylen Reeves-Mabin is one of the good guys in the game of football. Man, he came to Tennessee during a time when this was Dooley on the way out. And it was a 7-on-7 event. I want to say it was the summer of 2012. And I don't know how, but him and I was in the car together. It was lunchtime, and he was riding with me. And he asked me about Derek Dooley in Tennessee. And I was like, listen, I'll just be honest with you. I'm not the biggest Dooley fan, but, like, Tennessee is a place I love, and there's something special about playing at the University of Tennessee. You being from Tennessee, you just can't get that anywhere else. But I remember him coming to Tennessee even when Dooley was on his way out, being a captain for Butch Jones, and then going on to the NFL and doing what he's doing. And he's been playing ever since, man.
Was this the tournament? He had like 3 consecutive plays with 3 interceptions
in a row. Yep, that was
remember that?
Yeah, it was at the soccer fields up out west.
Yeah,
off of Lover Road.
Yeah, maybe the U.S. Cellular Fields if they still are. But
Max Starver was the quarterback that from Middle Tennessee that went to Florida. I don't know where he at now. He didn't finish his career there, but Jaylen Reeves-Mabin had like 3 picks in a row.
Yeah, you could just tell there's playmaking ability. This guy's
You was
good.
there?
I was there. Yeah.
You see my offense coordinating skills?
Yeah, I was like, man, I don't know about these plays.
Had Vic Ward on the team. We had some ballers, man. I was out there like Andy Reid.
Yeah, Jimmy's and Joe's can always help the X's and O's.
Nah,
Right?
I think it was the coaching. I think it was the coaching, Josh. I think it was the play calling. I got some mean 7-on-7 plays, man.
I would send a direct message right now to Jaylen Reeves-Mabin, and you say, remember when I helped coach you up? There might be a little bit that should come due on that.
His memory might be fuzzy there. Because, he played defense. I was offensive coordinator.
Yeah, defense is for me.
I didn't coach defense, Josh.
I can trick these offensive coaches in the future, but we're happy for him. We've talked to a number of players who have said either when you're getting to college or even the NFL, show you can play on special teams, and that is a route. And Reeves-Mabin, who was a great linebacker and was able to have a career, now he's extending his career.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he'll spend a decade in the league because of what he's been able to do as a high-level special teams guy. So there is a story and something to learn for young players with what Reeves-Mabin has done.
Yeah, man, one of my favorite players ever at Tennessee.
We hand out attaboys and attagirls every day. Today to Jaylen Reeves-Mabin of VFL with a big deal with the Detroit Lions. And we do that thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. They have the new Native Nursery. So for contractors and landscapers, it's your one-stop shop for plants, trees, and landscaping materials, flagstone, boulders, mulch, and more. Get in touch with Native Design. Jacob Dunaway and his team can help you when you go to nativetn.com or call 865-310-3256 for Native Design and Hardscape. We'll come back for the final segment of Josh and Swain. We'll be with you until 3 o'clock when Tyler and Will take over as we continue on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster.
The Downtown Knoxville Boat Show, presented by the East Tennessee Ford Dealers, returns to the Convention Center and the World's Fair Exhibition Hall February 29th through March 3rd. One of the biggest boat shows in the Southeast, meaning twice the amount of boats to choose from. Wake surf boats, pontoons, bass boats, bow riders, more dealers, more marine vendors. Financing on site from TVA Employees Credit Union. This larger show means saving thousands of dollars on all things boating from premier dealers and retailers. The Downtown Knoxville Boat Show, February 29th through March 3rd. Visit downtownknoxvilleboatshow.com.
Fellas, does something feel a little off? Maybe you're feeling tired. Maybe you've been more irritable, grumpy. Maybe you've noticed a lack of motivation and drive. Maybe weight gain, loss of muscle mass. Well, these could be signs of low testosterone levels. They're just signs. Now we have to go and make sure that we get our levels checked. It's a simple blood test. And with the on-site lab at Low T Center, you're going to get your results back in about 25 minutes. Low T Center is not like your typical doctor's office. It is concierge medicine for men. Their physicians specialize in treating low testosterone, and they've been exclusively treating men for years, with most health insurance being accepted. They have affordable and convenient treatment options, including physician-monitored self-inject treatments that ship directly to your home each month. So there's no need for you to drive to the center for those weekly visits. Right now at Low T Center, it's just $25 to get your T-level tested. Make your health and quality of life a priority. Go to the website, lowtcenter.com, to book your appointment online today. That's lowtcenter.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Hey, East Tennessee, it's leap year. So at Rusty Wallace Honda, we're winding back the clocks to pricing from 4 years ago. That's right, the prices will be wound back on all new 2024 Civics and Accords to what they were in 2020. And don't forget, you'll get Rusty's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty on every new Honda. It only happens every 4 years, so don't miss your chance to get leap year pricing at the intersection of selection. Rusty Wallace Honda, I-75 at Callahan Drive. With $500 trade assistance, $500 finance cash. See dealer for full details.
Now open, Diggin' Zone Theme Park in Sevierville, where the thrill of building and excitement of construction come to life. Gear up for a full day of hands-on adventures and the rumble of heavy machinery. Diggin' Zone Theme Park is the world's largest construction-based theme park with over 25 attractions spread across over 27 acres. So experience the excitement of driving real-life construction equipment like excavators, pavement rollers, and more. It's a truly unique experience with real-life construction equipment modified for adults and children alike. So put on your hard hat and take a dive into the world where your imagination and construction will collide. Check them out online at digginzone.com, and don't miss this week's sweet deal to Diggin' Zone Theme Park in Sevierville. Get a 4-pack of general admission tickets for half the price. Sweet deals are an opportunity for you to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer at unbeatable values. So don't miss this one to Diggin' Zone Theme Park. Going live Friday at 9 a.m. at 991thesportsanimal.com.
Hi, this is John with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me. 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, in any location. I buy several houses per month, and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosed houses. If you own a house and you want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
The Budweiser Studios are recognized worldwide on the Sports Animal app and online at 991thesportsanimal.com.
From the Budweiser Studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Final segment of Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us today. We appreciate you hanging out however you have done so, listening on the radio, streaming wherever you might be, watching on YouTube. Thanks for being with us today, and we'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock with a big preview. Tennessee Auburn tomorrow night at home for the Vols. Huge basketball game. We talked to Ron Slay for a full hour from 1 until 2 o'clock today. If you want to go back and listen, search Josh and Swain anywhere you get your podcast. That can also include the WNML app, and listen to the sleigh ride or any conversation we've had. You can listen each and every day on demand thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. We appreciate all the interaction during the show. Several texts that have come in and jokes here in the last few minutes. Swain, you want one more? Got the power poll coming up, games to watch. I like this one.
You're not gonna wait for my answer? You just gonna give it to me anyways? Hey, Swain, you want one more joke? Oh, well, how about this? I'm just gonna give it to you anyways.
Well, you can.
Maybe I don't want a joke, Josh. Maybe I'm ready to do the power poll.
You can tell me afterward. How about that?
Okay.
Whether that was something you wanted. Jared says he started doing crunches twice a day. Captain in the morning, Nestle in the evening.
Oh,
results.
Man. That wasn't a joke.
Results are really showing.
Oh yeah, I understand that. I understand.
We've also been asked who's officiating tomorrow. I don't think we find that out till tomorrow, closer to game time.
Please, baby Jesus, please, 4 pound, 12 ounce, baby Jesus. I don't know. I just made that number up. No Pat Adams today. I ain't got time to be watching Pat Adams, try to show up coaches, show up players. I don't want to see the Pat Adams show today. Please, no Pat Adams. I can't do it. Not today.
So, Ken Palm tracks officiating as well. I need him to add the element of which coaches or which referees have the least amount of reviews during their games. That's all I am pulling for.
Pat got the most.
Less reviews is the referee that I want out there.
Pat Adams. Hold on now, timeout. I got to go to the monitor to make sure it was a 2 or 3. Oh, timeout. I need to go to the monitor to make sure.
Pat Adams does rank 20th among 2024 official rankings.
Please.
Terry Oglesby is number 1. Doug Sermons, Jeffrey Anderson, the top 3.
It's time for Rick Barnes to get a technical. It's been a while. It's been a couple games.
Well, time might be ticking with the competition coming up over the next 2 weeks. So Tennessee Auburn tomorrow is going to be a whole lot of fun. We talked about bet online odds for the SEC football championship this year. Georgia has the best odds at 2-1. Texas 5-2.
Sure.
Ole Miss 13-2. And then tied for the 4th best odds to win the SEC title, Tennessee and Alabama 9-1.
Eye to eye, Bama. Eye to eye. Don't get too close, because We don't y'all brush y'all teeth, but eye to eye.
The 4 worst odds in the SEC, Vanderbilt at the bottom, as you would expect.
Shocked.
Mississippi State, Arkansas, and Florida. Poor Florida. Those are the bottom 4, all on Tennessee's schedule. Decade of the Vols.
Hey, it's lining up perfectly, man. We took down the NCAA, got a top 5 basketball team, got a football team that's in position to go to the college football playoff.
Nico?
He kind of falls in with the team, Josh. There's no I in team.
There's an I in Nico.
There's an I in Nico, and there's an I in win. And you're not going to win without Nico. So I get what you're saying.
We close out today's show with the Power Poll. Big night of college hoops coming up. Tennessee playing tomorrow night. So top 3 games to watch. What's on the radar for tonight in college basketball there, Jason Swain?
I like watching Houston play basketball, man.
Yeah.
They're athletic defensively, man. They are tough, man. Tennessee, Houston, they've been the most consistent defensive teams in the last couple of years. Number 2, I'm going with Kansas, BYU. Number 1, Kentucky, Mississippi State. Ron Slade is calling for the upset.
Yeah. Going to Mississippi State's not easy.
No, in the hump.
We know that here. So let's see what happens there tonight. 7 o'clock, Kentucky at Mississippi State.
I'm ready for that Coach Kyle excuses and him saying I got to get back to Lexington for early game the next day.
Yeah, is he going to try to trot that one out if they lose tonight, even though it's a Tuesday night game that they're playing ahead of the upcoming weekend? We'll find out. I'm giving an honorable mention to Houston, Cincinnati. Should be fun to watch. Also, probably won't be competitive by the end. So because of that, I put Texas Tech at number 3. One problem with that, it's a 9 o'clock tip. A late game there, but should be a good game. Texas and Texas Tech, number 3, and our top 2 are the same, BYU, Kansas.
So old.
Kansas is another one of those number 2 seed teams right now in a similar spot to Tennessee. So BYU, Kansas, but Kentucky, Mississippi State.
Go Cougars. Go Cougars.
Yeah, they might pull off the upset there. We'll see. Kansas at home, though. You go to Kansas, that is a tough place to play. Just ask Houston from earlier this year.
That's true. That's true. Good point there.
How angry was Kelvin Sampson when he found out that his team was favored going to Kansas? So the Jayhawks could use that as a little motivation in that game from a few weeks ago. So college basketball tonight, and then tomorrow, Tennessee, Auburn, Bruce Pearl, and the Tigers coming back to town. And Bruce Pearl said today, he's been saying it for a while, Tennessee the top team in the SEC, which means he's telling his team we have a chance to go upset the best team in the SEC at their place. The mind games of Bruce Pearl, Tennessee at home. Tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun.
Game time decision for Jaylen Williams, one of their best players, who hurt his knee versus Kentucky a couple games ago. And so will we see him, or do they just use him to try to force Tennessee to prepare for him? We'll see. He's a big, big part of their success over the last couple of years there at Auburn.
Brandon in the text box, I don't think is pulling for Pat Adams either to be one of the officials tomorrow night, calling him the Angel Hernandez of college basketball. See,
Tony Vitello, where you at?
How many officials can most fans name? Not many, right? If you are,
yeah, that's true.
You got Ted Valentine, Doug Schaus, I think.
He was on a call last night, Teddy V. I think North Carolina, Miami game. He's toned it down. He really has. He's a pretty good official, too.
Yeah, I don't think his officiating is bad. It's the theatrics that have come with him over the years.
Yeah, he's toned it down. Pat Adams, he just be calling some stuff out there. Some stuff. We'll just call it that. Bull droppings. We'll call it that. That's what he be calling. I'm telling you, man. Rick gonna get a technical from Pat Adams soon.
Hey,
Rick's had enough of it.
Big games call for big game officials. So we'll see tomorrow night.
I know, man. I know.
Big stage for Tennessee and Auburn tomorrow when the Vols host. We will spend a lot of time talking about it tomorrow. We'll see what happens in the next 21 hours, and we'll update you on that tomorrow as well. Thanks, Joel Silverberg, for producing today. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for all the interaction during the show. Thanks to Ron Slave for joining us for a full hour during hour number 2. We'll see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock on the Sports Animal and on the Sports Monster. Tyler and Will take over next. Thanks for hanging out with us right here on Josh and Swain.
Mix a little sports analysis, pop culture, and great interviews, and you've got the Rich Eisen Show podcast.
Brian Windhorst here. Let's revisit the